Y'all, you met someone from the tiger tribe and you didn't ask about the queen's weaknesses, so I can murder my mother?
I
Rude.
mean, why would they tell us the weaknesses? It's better that we don't raise suspicion. Like, I
They
clocked
left
that it
for
was
a
a no.
reason.
We don't know that.
We did
Um,
know that.
I mean, she straight up said it.
Yeah, but they
I
were a
don't pay
guide,
attention.
right? This was the guide?
Mhm.
The guy
Yeah.
trying to kill Velen? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we were more concerned with the guide trying to kill Velen. That was a little
Okay,
sus.
that's the tiger tribe though. That's just what they do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. It didn't cross my mind at the time, but I don't think they would have been there anyway. How would they have known any of the weaknesses of Oriel?
No, the queen. Oriel
Or the
is
queen rather.
the
Yeah,
frost
yeah,
maiden.
yeah, yeah. Not Oriel. Well, I thought aren't all the tribes getting together to go make their attack on the Oriel?
No. The tiger tribe, the queen gets her power from them. Her name is like Bjornhild.
Bjornhild.
Young
Hold on.
Hill,
We might
that
have it in the notes.
Solvig Zadorti.
Solvig Zidorti. Amazing.
I love how
Uh,
you're questioning your own mother's name.
she's a bitch. I didn't have to learn it. If they try to murder you, like I'm not gonna spend any extra time on her.
Kerrigan? I'm sorry, Nicole. Yeah, that's Bjornhild Solvigsdottir.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good.
Yeah.
It's literally like the daughter of Solvig. Her father was probably named Solvig.
Who?
Your
Are you talking about my
grandfather,
grandpa? Yeah, who is that?
his name was probably Solvig.
Oh.
and he was probably a bitch too.
Why are you guys talking
Yeah.
about Bjornhild?
We met someone from the tiger tribe last session.
Right. So last session, the party decided to split up, leaving Astrid in.
Brinshander?
Yes, Bryn Shander. I've got like 3 different Icewind Dale maps around me. Couldn't be bothered to look at them. Astrid's in Bryn Shander, and they said you could go to the Black Cabin. It's approaching the full moon. I wanted to ask you, as the party heads out, would you want to go with them or just head to the Black Cabin?
I head to the black cabin. I don't want to risk it and murder them because I get close to doing that a lot.
Okay. My brain's off.
uh,
That's rough, buddy.
then we might beat the dragon today.
No, we gotta go fight the racist robot that almost killed us all.
All right.
We're not fighting the racist robot,
So
guys.
we're gonna start with Kerrigan. Kerrigan, your party is heading out of Bryn Shander. I believe that was just a day ago, so that would be Uktar the 29th. Turtle and Dragon attack town. The sheriff enacted some emergency powers, meaning Astrid is now the speaker of Bryn Shander, unless there's a revolt, which he has assured you probably know. Everyone leveled up to 9. Are you level 9?
No.
Oh, do that.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'll be fine in the wilderness. I've been there before.
So if what I could have you do, roll really quickly, roll 2d20.
6 and 6.
Okay.
Hey, V.
Hello.
Okay, Nicole, leveled up.
Pretty much.
So you're taking off from Bryn Shander over to the Black Cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Probably be something more like this here. Okay. You start off early in the morning heading that way, traveling a good amount of time, well into the day.
Can I stop by Tourmaline and see if they need any help with anything?
Yes, you can.
Pretty sure you said a mine collapsed and almost all the buildings.
Yeah, Bryn Shander to Tourmaline, 6-hour travel. I think actually along the way to Tourmaline, you pass by someone who's very clearly struggling pulling like a sled with them.
And I picked them up and pulled the sled.
Oh, okay. You just walk up to them and pick them up and pull the sled.
Do you need help? Before
Okay,
I
that's
do
probably
that.
a better start. They look up at you and they go, "Oh, yeah, thanks."
And then I pick them up and start pulling their sled.
Okay, God.
Where are we going?
I'm on my way to the Dwarven Valley. It's I think I picked up more than I can chew. No, that's not right.
Thank you there, and then keep going.
Okay. The two of you help haul the sled to the southern entrance of the Dwarven Valley, not nearly as steep as the entrance to Kelvin's Cairn. And they thank you. Is there anything I can do to repay you for this? That was like hours of work you just saved me.
Just spread the good word of the Keepers of the Dale.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
me and my friends.
And then you head to Tourmaline, and as you arrive, all of the buildings have some amount of damage. A lot of the docks and boats are destroyed, but a lot of the people are still there. They're already setting to work rebuilding, and it doesn't. Aside from all the destroyed buildings, it doesn't look a lot different from the last time you visited, if that makes sense. There's plenty of people walking around. They've already resumed their day-to-day tasks, with the addition of the sound of a lot of buildings being either torn down or new frames being put up and the like.
I'm gonna give them 10 rations and then keep moving on.
Okay. How many rations do you have?
I had 27.
Nice.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
I have no money though at all.
That's fair.
Just rations.
That's so many pounds of food.
I'm
No
so
wonder
strong.
you're so strong. Yeah.
Okay. And then you head a little bit up to the Black Cabin. I would say you could arrive there early in the morning, the following day.
What
Which
day
would,
is this? The 29th or the 30th?
that was the 29th. So coming up on the 30th as you reach the Black Cabin.
Is Oya Moneratok there?
Yeah, you arrive at the Black Cabin, where you can see just standing at the entrance, kind of lazily. Oh yeah, Minartok.
Rad. I run over.
Okay, there's a ramp that goes up there. It's like 20 feet in the air.
Okay, I go this way. I move
You're,
this way.
you're on all the way up the stairs and forward. Oh yeah, Minartok greets you with a hug. I was expecting your whole everybody. I don't know.
They're doing a magical treasure hunt with the full moon.
Oh, okay. We've got 2 days until full moon.
Got 2 different magical swords. Well, I've got really like 3 different magical weapons. I thought we could just
Nice.
kind of break them in while we wait.
She gestures towards the Black Cabin itself and says, Black Cabin is just precaution. We can go to your friends.
Like,
If-
what should I expect? Do I need to be chained up? Is it normally calm? Am I gonna just attack everybody?
No, it's pretty wild.
I love that. Let's go to my friends. See what happens.
Okay. And you gear up to trek out. Also, where are you? Where are they?
I saw where they went on a map. It's to the west.
Yeah, I think you all receive the location of Jarlmoot.
Jarlmoot. It's
Some
very close.
30 miles away.
Very, very close. It should be nothing for us.
Yeah, I think we will arrive at on day of full moon.
Sounds good.
Jumping to everybody else. You all up here in the Sea of Ice.
Yep.
Pirate ship.
You all have traveled from the morning. Was that Jarlmoot you headed out from?
Yeah. And then we
Yes.
saw the racist robot.
And you saw the racist robot, took a ton of damage.
Yep.
And then kept traveling.
Yes, sir.
Arriving at the Dark Duchess just past the end of daylight hours. You can tell you've reached the end of the dale itself, and are looking out onto the Sea of Ice because it is a featureless tundra. The water at the edge of the shore is just frozen flat. Those of you from the area know further out, it starts to break into ice flows that then lead out to random rapids of water and ice that crest around other very small islands. But where you are right now, it just appears to be a desert of ice.
Snap.
Do we see
Uh,
a ship?
According to this blurb, yes. The sea of moving ice stretches out before you, a featureless, frozen desert. Ahead, the smooth white surface is interrupted by a towering ship, its exterior covered in frost.
Hey guys, I think that's the ship.
I think you're right.
Should we take a quick rest before we go exploring? I'm very hurt.
I would love to take a quick rest.
Yeah,
Like
that,
just a short rest?
Same.
Mm-hmm.
that robot really didn't like us.
Yep. You guys take a short rest.
Absolutely.
Taking any precautions or anyone keeping watch?
You know, I can keep watch. I say, hey, you guys rest up for a second.
Yeah, it's not like a long rest where, I don't know, you would need one person assigned at a time.
Yeah.
It's just
Can I
whoever
have
wants to roll this.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll roll it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
10. And I'll start rolling my hit dice.
I would just love if we didn't do that again. Mess with any racist robots.
You know, I really want that gold thing it had. It looked really cool,
Hey,
and we couldn't read it.
Derek, before the short rest, I'm going to
Prepared
use
now.
my second wind.
Okay, that's fine.
I
You
have
say you
rolled
were prepared
3
to
nat
read it?
ones.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm back at full.
I'm one off. I'm all ready.
Okay.
Derek, can I ask about the weather? Is it good for long ranged weapons?
I mean, you're not in the middle of a blizzard. Current weather conditions, it's cold. There's a light snow. The wind occasionally whips, but nothing that would impede your archery.
Dope.
Everyone ready to roll up?
I am.
Should
I'm
we go
ready.
stealthy? I can do that old sneaky skill.
Who's the least stealthy person?
I lower my hand.
I'm quite stealthy.
Track and I are quite stealthy. That's true.
It's probably me then.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm just like, hey, be more sneaky.
Sure,
Got 'em.
I'll do my best at that.
You get advantage now on
Thank
stealth
God.
rolls.
You know, let me just do this. I use 2 key points and I cast Pass Without Trace on the party. Well, on me and then anyone subsequently around me. I say, just stay close to me and
Okay.
you'll be really sneaky.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
it.
Oops.
That ship is huge.
Let me explain this map real quick. It's split into 3 parts, but there's only 2 levels to the ship. The left part here is just like the upper deck, I guess, of the front and back, where there's stairs going up. If you're picturing a ship shaped like a banana. The center map here is like the main level. You've got the whole thing actually filled out. This map on the left is just a staircase going up on the front of the ship and a staircase going up on the back of the ship. It'll make more sense when you can see what the confusion is.
Sound good?
Oh yeah, I had session notes that I forgot to tell people. Mel, I added chartable notes under the sidebars in journals, and I think I added Keith's notes.
Yeah, because we were reading all of Keith's stuff that we had liberated from his destroyed home.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's under player handouts for you, Mel. But yeah, there's the ship. Look at it. Wow. You can tell immediately it's been here for a while. It is completely covered in ice. Not like frozen and entombed, but every surface has a moderate layer of, the hard, clear stuff.
Yeah. Does it look like anyone has traversed on it recently? Or like tried to keep it up? Or upkeep it, rather?
From where you are, you can see there's like splintering wood just from the weather damage itself. So no.
Got it. All right. I just whispered to the group, let's keep going.
Can anyone else see, or is this because I don't have dark vision?
It's dark, Zach.
We can't see what's on the ship.
Yeah, we can't see either.
I can see
I
right
can't see anything either,
Yeah.
Zach. So
They
we're
can't see
together.
anything at all.
now. Okay. If you can't see, stay close to me. I call out.
Yeah, my hand is specifically on Kit's shoulder.
Cool.
I am leaving you two in the dark until someone says I cast light or I cast dark vision or I light a torch or something.
We'll stealth.
Sounds good. I lead Geoff forward. Anyone else need help?
No.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just start creeping up.
Everybody make stealth checks. Geoff
Plus 10.
and Boazu with disadvantage.
Getting stealthy.
So I just want to say I have 13 in stealth plus 10. So
And add like reliable talent as a rogue.
indeed.
I have disadvantage.
Rex.
Well, I don't have a reliable talent though, unfortunately. 35.
Do we all get the plus
good?
10?
Everyone gets plus
Y'all
10.
get the plus 10, yeah. It's fine if you don't include it in your roll.
Yeah, I'll just click the button from now on.
Oh no, I was the lowest with a 20.
Yep. All right, you all approach the
Whoa.
ship.
Yep. Do you want us to move separately, or do you
Definitely.
want to move us as a group?
I'm moving Geoff with Kit. That's the only thing I'm paying attention to.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll move right up against the ship then. Like you're there.
All right, Geoff, you're dragged forward.
I say, Geoff, stop squirming. Let me lead you.
Oh shit, you're there. You're so
Yeah.
stealthy.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you.
As we get closer to the ship, you hear loud thumping and cracking coming from inside the hold, followed by the guttural snarls of some creature. This ship is not as abandoned as it appeared.
We don't
Oh.
need whatever. We really
Oh,
don't need
fuck
everything.
that.
Hey guys, let's fight that thing.
Should I just cast light now then?
I don't know. Maybe it'll sense the light. Actually, that's probably fine.
Alright, I'm gonna cast light on my rapier.
Just keep trying to be quiet. We can have the light, but try to be quiet still.
Yeah.
All right. What does that do for you?
20 foot, 20 foot.
Okay. There you go. Can you
Hey,
see now?
look at this. There's a ship.
I say, shh.
I jog to catch up like a little kid left behind at Disneyland.
Welcome back, Boazu. Okay. Is there any cleats or something that we can pull ourselves up on, or like a ladder on the side of the boat?
If there was, it is hidden behind a layer of ice.
I see.
How tall is the ship?
The ship itself to climb up where you are, about 15 feet.
Dang.
The middle of the boat itself is a bit lower. You could probably get up 10 feet.
I'm gonna.
It's like down here.
We have grappling hooks.
Yeah, it's kind of loud though.
Yeah.
I'm
Should
gonna
we
summon
circle
my
it?
Jekko right on top and switch.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll climb.
I'll just, Geoff, I'm just going to put you up there.
I'll ask if anyone needs some help getting up before I bamf up there.
I can get on my fours and let people jump off my back.
Do you need someone to help?
I'm
lift you
not
up?
strong. I will need
Derek,
help.
would you put me?
Where did I put you?
Oh, never mind. I can
I
see.
was going to put you there. Trek, I'm going to say make an acrobatics check as you attempt to scale ice.
9.
9.
Oh no.
You get a little bit up and then just slide down.
I want to try again.
Yeah, go for it.
10.
You successfully climb the ice.
Oh, hell yeah.
I put my knee out to boost Silas up.
Thank
say
you.
jump.
I'll
Track,
give it a little
lend
catch
a
him.
hand.
Do I have to roll?
Yeah. This is going to be athletics to attempt to leap into the air 15 feet with Kit's help.
I say
I'm
track.
Yeah.
helping
Catch him.
grab them as well.
Oh yeah, Geoff
Yeah,
too.
I'll help.
16. You step into Kit's Fisto, and he propels you upward.
All right, can I just
help Geoff and Trek catch you and pull you aboard?
Yay.
Sweet.
I'm
right,
going to read a
Boazu.
quick blurb for the people who are up here. Deep grooves have been gouged into the deck on the forecastle. The railing on the port side of the vessel is broken and slightly bowed, as if an immense weight had been resting on top of it. I think
Snap.
port is left, so the side you guys just came up on.
Yes, port is left.
It is.
Because starboard has 2 R's in it.
Arr. It's also the way that
I-
pirates talk.
Is anyone down there really good at jumping and has a perhaps 7-foot vertical leap?
Probably
me.
me. Me, who is 7 feet tall.
Because I can make you jump twice as far as normal.
Isn't that
Yeah.
like horizontally though?
No, jump is vertical, leap is horizontal.
Sure.
So, can I jump, Derek?
I mean, you could
what are you
probably just
doing?
reach.
I want to use adjust density to make him jump twice as far as normal.
That sounds fun.
Can't
And
you
then I'm
like
just
literally
gonna-
just reach
That
the side of the boat?
depends. It's 15 feet up.
He is 7. Oh, that's true.
I'm pretty close. I mean, actually, I don't really need Silas's spell to jump and grab the lip, I think. Right?
I mean, it doesn't
Right,
use a
but-
spell slot or
the
anything. It's
lip
just kind
is-
of fun.
The lip is ice.
Oh, all right. But I got ice in my veins, so it's like
Nice.
advantage.
If you want to try it, you can.
You do have explicit disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, just throwing that out.
Oh, well, then I'd rather just keep my +6 athletics.
But you can jump twice as far as normal.
I don't think I need that.
Fair.
If I can jump 2
Someone
feet, I
else can
grab-
have it.
Also, yeah, I mean, any of you guys could just throw a rope down. Am I alone down here?
No, I'm down there with you.
You can get her
I'm-
down there.
I'm
Yeah, I'll
blind, so I don't.
I'm just waiting for you to get up so I
That's
can
right.
vamp up there.
All right, well, I'm just gonna roll athletics and give it a shot, okay?
Yeah. I said, get ready for Boazu. Catch him.
I got an 11.
So what are you trying to do? You're just trying to leap up of your own
I'm just
accord.
trying to leap and pull myself up, yeah.
Okay. Your hands find the edge of the boat and slip right off.
All right,
Throw down
Well,
a rope.
that's all I got. Bye, guys.
Brack lowers a rope to you.
I'm gonna climb up the rope,
Okay.
tail between my legs.
I'm gonna say both Trek and Boazu make athletics checks.
Wow.
Trek, I think you have advantage on this Trek
Oh, nice.
because as Boazu starts pulling on it, you start sliding towards the edge.
Oh! Oh!
But you
That's
just
so
put a foot up
athletic.
and start pulling Boazu up.
Thank you,
Nice.
Crack.
Hero.
Is Trek the strongest of us all?
Perhaps.
No.
What happened on that spaceship?
That sweet strength 10.
Once he gets up there, I'm just gonna vamp up with Shadow Step using a bonus
Okay.
action.
I don't think you can at the moment.
Why is that?
There's bright light up there.
There's also a section
Ah.
of dim light.
Yeah, I'll go wherever the edge of the light is, and I'll dim light it up. So maybe
Yeah,
further
I
down
got you
here.
there. What did you say, Zach?
I said there was a section of dim light.
Yeah. You're all up here. Hooray! Which means I
Nice.
can delete this. Because you can actually see now.
We've solved his getting on the ship puzzle.
You've
Nice.
gotten on the icy, slippery ship.
Can I? So we all see these giant claw marks and stuff.
Yeah, there's very obvious gouges in the woodwork up here.
I ask.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
You can see as well, I might as well give you the main deck blurb because you can see right over it. The wooden boards on the main deck are cracked from frost. A large hole in the deck exposes a part of the hold to the sky. The planks around the hole are marred with deep grooves as if heavy claws had dug into them. Yeah, I think you're the only one that can see that right now, but there's also, you can see a staircase heading down
And up.
and staircases heading up on the very back of the ship. Yeah.
I'll just call that out. I see some stairs over there. But what made these giant claw marks?
Can I investigate them with nature?
It'd be survival.
I can do that.
Yeah, if you want to try and tell what these claw marks are.
You know what, guys? I think these are claw marks.
Can we all try and survival it up?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I take a look?
Yeah, you can.
25.
And Mel, I think you get to add your proficiency bonus again. That's a 19 for you.
Wait, I'm better at survival than
20.
track? Nick's better than at survival than track?
What's your
Don't worry
survival,
about it.
Michael?
8.
Oh, well, I don't think it's that big of a difference.
No,
Just
I just
remember, Nick can never die, therefore he's better at survival.
yeah.
That's such a good point.
Why he's died more than any of you.
I have died the
But not
most.
permanently.
Combat
Not that you
veteran.
know.
You can't really learn about an ocean until you drown.
Well, am I the
disagree.
Kifisto that you actually know, or am I Fit Kisto?
A great
Congratulations.
question that I constantly want to ask.
Both of you, aside from Geoff, have passed the check by more than 5. You can tell these are dragon claw marks.
Oh, snap.
Fuck.
Hey,
Hell
guys.
yeah.
These are dragon claw marks.
Maybe we should just leave.
I thumbs down, and I
How
say
old
I'm
of a-
really.
We
How
beat
old
a
is dragon?
Chartland dragon. I think we're fine.
How old of a dragon? Is it like a big dragon or like a
Zach,
baby dragon?
Zach, you rolled a 4.
Oh, I thought they shared that. Oh, hey guys, you know what I think these are? From
What?
an animal.
Oh, you're right. In fact, a dragon is an animal. Great job,
Zach,
Jeff.
Wait,
You're
what?
pretty sure something might have walked up here.
I'm pretty sure that 1, we are on a boat. 2, it's no longer moving. And 3, there's a reason why it's no longer moving.
We
Well,
might be onto something.
Thank you.
So, can we tell? Am I able to tell how long ago these claw marks were made with my roll?
Sure.
What's it looking like?
Varying, some like much older than a week.
Much older than a week, you say?
Yeah. The most recent ones you can find maybe 2 days ago.
Oh,
Ish.
snap.
You're not exactly an expert.
Sure,
but
that's fair.
light amount of snow in there, and you guys traveled through a blizzard, so you're assuming like they would have been, I don't know, covered from blizzard if one had passed.
Sure, I'll point this out. I'll be like, these claw marks are from different times. Some as early as 2 days ago.
Or I should say it is filled in from blizzard. There you go.
Yeah, right. So whatever these claw marks have been made from, it's been here multiple times, or it's been here the entire time. So either the thing in the hole is a dragon and it's looking for treasure, or a dragon puts its hoard here, maybe, and we're about to cash out on some sweet loot.
We should proceed with caution.
Absolutely. And if a dragon's in there, I'm gonna kill it. Yep.
Hey, so you guys keep talking about dragon. Can you tell about the age, if it's a big or a small dragon?
I mean, those claw marks look gigantic.
Yeah, it is very obvious to the both of you, Nick and Mel. Big dragon.
Big boy.
Do you think it could be that dragon that we've encountered?
I don't see why not. It also could be a just completely new dragon. But if I had to guess, it's possible that it's the same one. But we saw it way, way east of here. But also that might have just been where it was chilling for the day.
Is
So
this? Oh,
Mel
sorry.
as a ranger gets to know their size and how long ago they passed.
Oh, snap.
Mel, you can tell this is a massive dragon. It's the only you're reasonably sure it's the same white dragon you've seen. That's the only dragon big enough in this area, probably, that would actually be big enough to leave these marks. Make sense?
Huh.
Let everyone else know. It's probably that crazy white dragon that hates B.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have B anymore.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, I don't know, guys. We've gotten a lot stronger since the last time we saw it.
Does Geoff smell like pee?
God, I gave her a hug before we left, but that was days ago.
You
I don't
did
know,
just
man.
like get your ass kicked by a robot in between that and this, so.
Okay,
do you smell more like racist robot now?
we got our ass kicked by a racist robot.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was actually my fault, and I apologize again for everybody getting hurt.
Boazu, since you brought it up, kind of, there is like an air of decay about this place. Like you can smell
Ooh.
rotting beyond the boards of a ship.
Do you guys smell the
Unsettling.
rotting beyond the boards of a ship?
No, I don't.
Hey guys, I've actually got something that my goddess just gave me. I think this might I think I have something that can help us.
Oh God, what's he gonna do?
What is it?
I'm gonna sit down on the ground, fold my legs, and produce my Jekko. I'm
Okay.
gonna take a small piece of ice, cast light on it, and throw it into the hole. And I'm just going to walk my Jekko down, putting my full consciousness inside my Jekko.
Whoa. I asked, couldn't you just cast light on your copy?
No, I don't think you can actually do that on a. Can I, Derek?
You can cast it on his sword.
Oh, I cast it on his sword, and then
Yeah.
I walk my Jekko straight in.
Okay.
Sweet. Instead of throwing something and making noise.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can actually go 1,000 feet, Derek, for 10 minutes with my Jekko like this.
Wow.
That's awesome.
All right.
I
I'm
turned
gonna.
to I turned to track next to me and say, I was gonna just turn into a mouse, but this is way cooler.
This is
That is really cool, actually.
So where are you putting it, Zach? You're sending it down the hole or down the stairs that are also
Uh,
there?
just down the hole, whatever, like the easiest way to get down into like the heart of the ship
Okay. So
without taking damage.
he just jumps down.
If he can do it without taking damage, if not, stairs.
It's a small jump. He might survive.
He can only take 1 point of damage, Derek.
Okay, you tell me what you're doing then.
Stairs.
Okay. So Zach, you're over here. Heads over here to the stairs. Yep. Actually, I can give you something right now. Looking down, you see down the stairs, clawing at a closed door, is a. You've encountered one of these before. It's an ice troll.
An ice troll. Okay.
An ice troll. And it notices the light coming from your Jekko and turns around at you.
So it's clawing at a door.
Yep.
Can you ping where the door is? Or is it in the hold below?
It's in. It's on another map.
Okay. I'm just going to have my Jekko wave around and try and like bring it up.
Yeah, it's on its way up. Hello.
My Jekko's gonna disappear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back into my body, cast light on my rapier, and be like, "Hey, there's an ice troll on the floor below."
But we're gonna play this wholly on this first map unless someone falls down the hold there as Ice Troll comes upstairs.
Oh
Let's
my god,
roll
he's
initiative.
huge.
But don't do it yet.
do
Now
it.
do it.
Okay, now do it.
Oh, I zoomed in a lot. Here we go. What? What?
LMAO.
Oof.
And then if you had to re-roll, you can change it to your first roll.
Hey, Derek.
Do I
That's
have to?
me.
Can you change it so I can see a little bit more?
Oh yeah. Let me put more sight lines down for you. You should be able to see it now. Right?
Maybe. I'll refresh my computer and let you know.
I say, that's no dragon. That's an ice troll.
Where?
I say, don't worry about it.
Cool. I can only see 10 feet.
Yeah, it'll come near you in a second. Just get
Yeah,
ready.
you have Geoff as your light source there. Ice Troll, come upstairs. Track, you're the first to respond to this. Development, what do you do?
See Ice Troll yet.
I'm gonna play with dynamic lighting real fast. Because you should, I guess, be able to see down this.
I see what you're saying. It's like a banister.
What would you like to do, Mel?
In that case, I'm gonna bonus action cast Hunter's Mark
All right.
and then shoot it.
Pew.
Oh no.
28.
28 hits, yes. 28, you shoot it with your crossbow.
Pew.
15 damage. Got it.
I'm gonna gun.
Hooray. 17 hits.
Nice. 11.
Roger that. Anything else, Mel?
Nope, that's it.
Geoff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move to one of the stairwells.
So just so you're aware, the left one here has a giant hole at the bottom.
All right, I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna go ahead and summon my Gecko, which will be right there. And I'm gonna, for my free action, I'm gonna move Gecko 10 feet closer. And now I'm going to slash twice using my Gecko.
Yep.
I'm gonna be using my Chardelin Rapier. So 27 and a 16.
All right. Both of those hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my Echo Furies to strike him again. That's a nat
Ooh.
20, so 12 more damage.
Got it.
I'm going to use an action surge to swing 2 more times. An 18 and a 21 for a 7 and 13 extra damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Echo Fury, my last one, and use my Green Flame Blade last time. Oh, that one. So yeah, that's 5 attacks. That's
Dang.
my turn.
Yeah, Kit Fisto.
I just see him slash the ever-loving crap out of this thing. Let me see how far away I am from it. I'm gonna use a bonus action to shadow step behind it. Nothing personnel, Mr. Ice Troll. And then I will.
It is not dim light right behind it.
Oh, he's right next to it. Hold on, let me think here.
Or wait a
why
second,
is
you
it
didn't
not dim
cast.
light?
I forgot. The one you cast it on disappeared. So yes, you can do
Yes.
that, Kit Fisto.
Am I good then? So
Yep.
right here, I jump. I have my first attack as advantage, and I poke it with the Shardland Spear.
But wait a second, that would mean Jekka was attacking in the darkness
Uh-oh.
and should have rolled with disadvantage.
Do you want me to re-roll all those?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do.
Gotta love light levels.
Yep.
That was 5 attacks. All
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Yeah, so we'll just do 1, 15 hit.
No. So I'm just running this in the same order it went back. So I'm
Sure.
giving it back 13 hit points.
21,
Yeah. So we'll keep that.
21,
Keep the crit.
16,
Keep that.
24. So
Okay.
4 hit.
So you only missed once then.
Twice. One with the nat 1 in the first one.
Sure. We're on the same page. Kit Fisto.
Yep.
You teleport behind him with your shadowy features.
Indeed. Now I will stab him in the back with a Shardland Spear with advantage. 23.
Yes. 23, yes.
Hiya! And then his con save, which I am assuming he's probably going to make.
Oh, that's right.
DC 13.
You guys spent so long fighting Duergar and such.
That we haven't had to roll for the poison.
It got an 8.
It is poison then until it's end of
Yeah,
next turn.
it is.
Hiya! And then I'll take my second attack. Regular attack with the spear. Hiya! Does a 14 hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay, I miss and I go. Hiya! That was a warning strike. Oh, don't worry about it. Forgot my sneak attack, but it's okay.
You can still roll it.
Okay.
On
just
that first one when
D6.
you hit advantage,
Yes.
you for sure get that. Yeah.
All right, roll D6. 1 more damage.
Noted. Anything else, Get Fisto?
No, that's my turn.
Ice Troll turn. Let me check this feature. Any creature. Okay, so there's no save for this. You take 17 cold damage
Oof.
just from
But
being near it.
Can I reduce it? I've got my boots. Of the Winterlands.
Oh yeah,
Cold damage.
that would make you resistant.
So is that 8 or is that 9?
Reduced to 8.
Okay.
But that does destroy the Jekko.
No!
Yes.
My boy!
Yes.
I shiver.
And then we'll put that there.
Uh-oh.
Climbing out of the hold. There you go. It's another ice troll.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
Kit Fisto, 3 attacks on you.
Roger that.
22 to hit
That hits.
with its bite. 10 piercing.
Noted.
plus 15 cold damage reduced to 7.
Dang. Okay. So there we go.
And then 2 claw attacks. That's a crit.
Yep.
It should be making these with disadvantage. 'Cause
Ooh.
it's poisoned, right?
Yes, it is poison.
See, I'll backtrack on both sides here.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, disadvantage on all attack rolls. So that first one was an 11 to hit, so you don't get hit by that.
Okay, sweet. Whew, hold on, let me
You,
restore
you
all
don't
that
get
health.
you don't get critted by the claw.
But it still hits.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
And then a 10 to hit. So all of those miss because you poisoned it.
Thank God it actually rolled
That
poorly.
claw would have been good.
It would have very hurt.
And then Geoff, you're gonna get attacked 3 times as well from this one climbing out. That one is not poisoned. It did get a natural 1 though. So it misses. 18 with a claw.
18 is my AC, so it hits.
And then its second claw misses. So it will claw you once for 13 slashing plus 10 cold, reduced to 5, so 18 total. I think you also have the boots.
I do.
And then I need you to
Well,
make
me
a
once. Shame on me.
Constitution saving throw
Okay.
as cold starts
17.
to seep into your veins, but your boots are so warm and snug.
Man,
That
this
it
makes me
has
feel
nothing.
just at home.
Boazu, 2 ice trolls.
Yeah, I don't know if I see him yet, but I'm gonna casually walk over to the staircase until I see the one closest coming up out of there.
Yeah, I think
And then
Geoff
I'm
is
gonna.
still glowing.
Okay, great. But I'm like on the deck, so I don't know what I can see. But anyway, I think if I walk here, I can see there's trolls, right? Or not yet?
I'm trying to figure out what you can see, Michael, because I see
Well,
what everyone sees, so I don't know.
okay.
If you can
I'm
see
just
them, you
not.
can fight them.
Okay, great, cool. Well, I see them on the map, or I see one of them. Yeah, I see them on the map. So, I'm gonna panic and cast a fire shield on myself, which I now have.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Light
gonna be real
illuminates like the
fun.
entire thing.
Dang yo.
I mean,
just-
it's only like 20 feet, but yeah.
Well, yeah, 20 feet and 20 feet, I didn't realize is a 40-foot of light.
Yeah.
That's the whole boat.
Um,
Yeah, you can see the ice trolls.
Sick. So I activate my fire shield, and then I'm gonna bonus action healing word on myself
Okay.
because I just realized that bonus word is a healing word is a bonus action, which I should have learned 28 sessions ago.
It is a favorite healing spell for that reason.
Yep. So, because I
You
forgot
have
to
a
heal up on the long rest
you guys had a short rest
or the short rest. I mean, I
that
forgot to heal
you
up.
missed because of the phone call. So if you wanted to, you could
Yep.
roll that just to be up to date.
I am
instead of
gonna
spending the spell slot.
roll. I am gonna roll a hit die. I mean, I'm gonna do both because I had very little HP for some reason.
You got blasted by a racist robot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably because of that. Um, so cool. And I still got my temp HP, I guess, because the robot happened before sunrise or something.
Robot
think.
happened between your last long rest and now.
But did the sun rise between now and then?
the sun rose.
So then I got 10 HP.
Or
Okay.
did it?
Um,
Yeah, it
Great.
was. You should all have the temporary hit points because it would have been more than 4 hours between here and there, which was all the daylight hours, and it's 2 p.m. right now.
Good to know.
You cast Flame
Cool.
Shield, correct?
Yep,
Which actually lets you give off light.
it does. Or fire shield, but yeah. But hot shield. You can do a warm shield or a cold shield.
Yeah.
With this, so I'm using the warm shield.
So Boazu is now wreathed in fire. Anything else, Boazu?
No, I'm feeling pretty good up here. Very
And
bright.
we'll move on to Silas.
Just gonna step over here and I'm gonna cast Mind Spike at it.
Which one are you
Yeah.
casting down?
Mind Spike on this one.
Okay. What kind of save is that?
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. 18.
That is going to pass. So you're gonna take half of 11.
Okay, so 5 damage there.
That's my turn.
Okay. Top of the order, Track. A second ice troll has climbed out of the hold and is now attacking Geoff. in addition to the one attacking Kit toward the aft.
Move up a little bit. And I'm going to continue shooting at the farther back one.
Okay.
30.
30 hits.
Good old plus 11.
And you still have a spell on it, so you can roll a d6 as well. Awesome. 14 damage.
Yeah.
I assume you're attacking it a second
I'm
time
gonna
as well.
hit it. Yeah, I'm going to hit it one more time.
23 hits. Another 11 and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else track?
I'll shake my fist at it.
Hooray! Geoff.
I'm going to go ahead and summon my Gecko.
Sure.
I'm going to put my Gecko right at the top next to Boazu. And I'm going to go ahead and take 2 attacks at the big boy in front of me.
Okay. 27
Okay, Geoff.
hits.
All right, so just that first hit.
Yep.
And then I'm going to be like, oh, this is not great. This is not a great place for me to be right now. Yeah, that's my turn.
Hit Fisto.
I am very fortunate that I used my deft skills to dodge after I poisoned it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to attempt to keep the streak rolling. I'm going to stab him with the spear. 13, I'm assuming miss.
13 misses, correct.
All right, I'm going to try 27.
27 do hit.
Another DC 13 con save, and I do 9 damage piercing.
Sure.
Magical. Oh, quick question, Derek. Is the Charlatan damage, is it magical damage? Is it considered a magical weapon? Or is this something that I have to determine?
It depends. I don't think you would know. I'm keeping track of it.
Okay, so if you're
what are
keeping
you
track of it, I'm
asking
not worried.
for?
I want to figure out from my own sanity. I'm glad that you're keeping track of it, is all I'm trying to say.
I mean, the weapon that you're using is non-magical, if that makes sense.
There you go. That's what I was curious about. Got it. Okay. Well then, does he pass the con save?
Yeah, you got a 17.
Dang, not bad. I will use a bonus action then. I think I'm probably gonna do patient defense, spend a key point, and have the dodge action,
Roger that.
so he doesn't get those 3 hits on me.
Ice Troll turn. Boazu, Jekko, Geoff, and Kit. You
Yep.
take 11 cold damage just from being close to it.
Yep.
All right,
Burr.
so that's
Wow.
5.
I think all of you are resistant, so
Yes.
5.
If only we had Kerrigan and his fiery swords.
But that was an area of
Boo.
attack. That was area of attack, right?
It's just being in proximity to it, you're taking cold damage.
And if I have cold resistance 2 different ways, that doesn't become cold immunity, right?
No, it only applies once. It's not halved twice either. It's just you have cold resistance.
I got it.
We'll start with 3 attacks on Kit at disadvantage. 16, 20 with a claw, and 15 with a claw. Does the 20 hit Kit?
20 does hit, yes.
And that is with disadvantage.
Okay.
11 plus 7, so 18 slashing.
Yep.
Why is it rolled like that?
Any other additional cold?
Oh, hang on. I need to re-roll that because it was rolling the crit that it had disadvantage on.
No problem.
So instead, it is... Wow, I rolled higher. 14 slashing plus 15 cold damage reduced to 7. So 21 damage from that.
21. Okay.
Also make a con save or you're cold.
All right, Constitution save. 20.
Okay, you're fine.
Whew.
And then 3 attacks on Geoff. 23 to bite Geoff.
Yep.
6 piercing plus 2 cold damage reduced to 1.
Nice
Geoff
attack.
just got bit. Does a 15 hit Geoff?
Nope.
And then 11 to hit as well.
Nope. Do I need to make a
Boazu.
con save?
No. Only the claws have that property.
Gotcha.
Boazu, you are wreathed in flame. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stay up where I was,
Gotcha.
and I'm just gonna cast a flaming sphere.
Yeah, do you
right
want
around
to
here?
draw just a orange circle there? So then you
Sure.
can move it if you want.
Yep.
So you're summoning it on it?
Well, I'll summon it and then ram it into it, I guess.
It makes a saving throw.
Yep, deck save.
I got a 1.
Wow, you
Oof.
failed.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take 2d6 fire damage. Which is 6, but I don't know if he's weak against fire. Ice trolls, who knows? Who can say? I can't see any of my friends, so I guess that's my turn. I can't tell what this hole is supposed to be on the map.
Which one? This big hole here?
Yeah, the big chasm.
Is that GM info? It is. Okay. Let me throw that to the map layer. Does that help?
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to Silas.
Yeah, my turn. I am going to cast. We're gonna do magic missile at this one. At 3rd level. It is only rolling the 1, but I get to do how many? I get to do
I think you get
5 because I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Yes.
Yeah.
One at a time. All right. What's the total there?
15. I can do
Okay.
math.
That's at the closer one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anything else? Silas.
Nope.
Trek, back to the top of the order.
I'm gonna move a little closer again to the edge of the scary chasm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action planar warrior, and then hit the troll with a
Oh, gosh.
crossbow.
Okay.
Ooh. You willed it into existence.
I'm just gonna do this real fast because I think it's becoming obvious where just being around them,
Yeah.
like boards are freezing up more. The air itself is still 30 hits.
I'd be scared if it did.
All right, you blast them.
Yeah, take that.
Trek loads an arrow, pulls it back. The arrow just becomes a bolt of force that gets launched into it. It is still standing though.
Damn it. I'll hit it again with a normal arrow.
23 hits for 12 piercing.
Dang. +5.
After
Jeez.
hitting it with a bolt of force, part of its like fleece of ice shatters, revealing a weak spot that your arrow pierces, and it falls over.
Yay.
Woo
Nice
woo.
shot. I say help.
Anything else, Trek?
That's it.
Geoff.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from it for a bit. I'm gonna get right there.
You're gonna
And
get
then-
attacked.
I know.
Yeah, let's kill him. 10.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna use my bow and use my sharpshooter feat to take a -5 on the roll. Does a 19 hit?
19, is that with the -5?
It is.
19 hits.
21 points of damage.
All
There
right.
you go.
I'm gonna do it again.
Cool.
13. Never mind.
13 does not hit.
Ugh, it would have been cool. That's my turn.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, sharpshooter feat, boy.
Kit
Pretty nuts.
Fisto.
So this one next to me dropped dead. Do I still feel the coldness?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll try and go poke this other one, get him down so we don't have to deal with it anymore. So there's a light everywhere now, right?
There's a lot of light, yeah.
So I probably wouldn't be able to bamf next to this guy.
Correct. The flaming sphere is also giving off light.
A lot of light. True,
Yeah.
true.
Would
Would I be able to move
I just
onto
can't
that
do
boat?
that quickly. No.
Okay.
There's within 20 feet of the sphere, there's bright light.
No,
And
I
then
mean like
within 20
walk.
feet of Geoff, there. Oh, yeah. Yes, you can walk. I forgot. You do that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh boy, have I got some speed too. Not only can I bamf, I can run. I'm gonna use 30 feet of movement to run over there.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about sliding either because of your boots.
Oh, very nice. Cool. I will then poke with a short spear. 11 I think misses.
Correct.
I'll attack again. Second attack. 23 to
23
hit.
hits.
Poke it for 10. and then it needs the con save.
Yep. 17. It's fine.
17. Okay, I'm gonna use a key point and step of the wind to disengage and move 15 feet. Doop-a-doo. I'm gonna run right there on the edge of the boat.
Just a quick announcement for everybody, since I just realized everyone else also has Charlatan weapons. If you have a Charlatan weapon that deals piercing damage, you should also have that poison save as part of your weapon.
What?
Yeah.
God damn it!
My bad.
I've been stabbing that one.
I've been doing so much stabbing, says Geoff. Yeah, you do have the rapier.
Anything else, Kit Fisto?
No, that's all my stuff besides my reaction.
Oh boy, it's ice troll time. This one stands up.
Oh god.
Oh, I thought that one was down.
He's a
And then
troll.
this one is gonna start climbing up the stairs towards Boazu.
Yeah, I bet he is.
I don't think it can. It's now stuck between two flaming spheres, huh?
He's like, I didn't think this one through.
Oh, but Michael, you should take the 3d6. He was pretty close before. 13 cold damage reduced to 6.
Ready?
No one takes it from the other one. And then it's going to attempt to attack you, Michael.
I bet he will.
20 to
I'd
hit.
like to see him try. 20 hits.
6 piercing plus 7 cold damage as it bites you. Reduced to
Right.
3, so 9 total.
9 total damage, yeah, I won't. I can just take that.
So then 2 things. Make a concentration check for the flaming sphere.
Okie dokie, but I get advantage on that because of my Warcaster feat. And
Nice.
I get a
All right.
21.
The flaming sphere stays up, and then roll 2d8 as it takes fire damage from biting you.
Right? Wait, 2d8? Yep.
Yeah, it's part of the fire shield spell.
It sure is. I just forgot it was 2d8. He's gonna take 10 fire damage for biting me.
All right, well, it's just going to keep attacking you.
Yeah, well, he's
25 to hit.
that hits.
11 slashing plus 9 cold damage reduced to 4, so 15 damage total.
Okay, this is when I'm gonna use. No, I'm not actually. I'll just take that.
So again, the con save, and then roll 2d8.
Yep. Con save. 16 and
Succeeds.
2d8. He's gonna take another 10 fire damage. Yeah,
9...
you want to keep biting this? You want a taste of this?
It's getting very frustrated. I do need you to make one more con save against the cold that its claws produce.
I think that's still a pass.
So this is for something else, though.
Oh.
Anytime you get hit by its claw, you have to roll to not start to freeze. And the 11 will fail. So your joints start to freeze up, and you have disadvantage on your attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
It's weird how Mountainborn doesn't do anything for that. I feel like it should, but all right.
Yeah. And then it makes one more claw attack. Its third. Oh, what is that? There are blue numbers in Roll20. It's when you roll the highest number and the lowest number and then add them together.
Didn't know.
Does an 18 hit? Did I already ask that?
18. Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay. So its last claw attack deals 11 slashing plus 9 cold, reduced to 4 again, so that's 15 more damage. Which means con save for the flaming sphere plus roll 2d8.
One con save.
Flaming sphere is just bussin', frankly.
7 fire damage.
Okay. I think you guys took roughly equal damage there, actually.
Yep. I did 27 to him, so yeah.
This
And
other
now
ice troll.
Everybody wants a taste of Boazu.
Oh my god, and then it ends its turn next to the flaming sphere, so it makes a dex saving throw.
Fire for days.
16 against your spell save DC?
My DC is 16, so I guess that works.
So it passes.
Yeah.
Does it takes half? It does take half, so go ahead and roll 2d6.
Cool. Oh, I was looking at Flame Blade, that's why I was confused. Yep.
Nice.
No, that didn't do anything. Alright, well it takes 1 out of 2.
Ice Troll on Geoff. Bite attack on Geoff. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
7 piercing plus 10 cold.
So 12 total.
Sure. Claw attack. 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Claw attack. Critical.
Critical fail.
Critical hit.
Motherfucker.
19 slashing plus 10 cold. And then make a con save. Or start to freeze, yo.
25.
Yeah, that passes. End of the troll's turn. Boazu, it's your turn.
I'm gonna, part of me disengage, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just gonna cure wounds on myself as a level 2 spell. So I'll give myself 2d8 plus 8. Oh, nice. So I'll get 20
Nice.
damage back. That was a good turn. That was a good use of a turn. And now I'm going to use my bonus action to ram this spear into him.
It gets a 19 on its save. So
Okay,
it'll
well,
take
that works.
half damage.
Yep. 2d6. All right, he takes two fire damage.
No.
But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the 30 damage in a round, and then I heal for 20.
All right, Silas, it's your turn.
Yeah, I love my turn. I want to cast Gravity Sinkhole around
God.
here, and I want to put it in the air so that I won't hit Mel.
Okay. It's like a 20-foot radius ish.
It is a 20-foot radius, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you can make a circle that hits both of them.
Perfect.
What do they roll?
Constitution saving throw.
26 and
That'll
10.
succeed. The 10 will fail. So one takes half, one takes full, and the one that takes full is pulled in straight line to the center of the sphere.
I'll just do that. 27 damage.
Yep.
All right, this one collapses with a thud back onto the deck. And this one takes 13 damage. You yoink one into the air and plop it back onto the deck. Its limp body cracking the ice as it lands. What's up?
R.I.P.
Anything else, Silas?
No.
Track.
I'm gonna have to move to get some better sight lines.
Okay. There's one on the opposite stairs that you can see. They're pretty tall.
I'm going to. I'll use bonus action planar warrior. Try to hit it with a crossbow. Yeah.
Yes, a 30
Jesus.
hits. This one collapses and slides down the stairs.
Oh, nice.
Anything else, Drac?
Nope. That's it.
All right. Geoff.
We fought one of these before, so I think the only way to kill it is ice or is fire. So I'm gonna summon my Gecko. I'm gonna summon my Gecko right there, and then I'm going to attack my Gecko with my rapier.
I see.
That's
Art
a hit.
Dealing
So 13 damage to my
4.
Gecko. My Gecko dies, but dealing 4 fire damage to the ice troll on the ground.
All right. We're out of combat.
And I'm gonna back up out of their oars.
Because you guys dealt fire damage to both of
Yeah.
them while they were down.
Hey!
They cannot recover.
I immediately sit down.
Save.
Go.
Zach, I want to give you inspiration. That was very inspiring.
That was very clever. Nice job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To attack a reflection of himself just to do a little bit of fire damage.
I'm crying.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Let's explore
Round.
the ship.
Yeah, explore the ship.
Yes. Should we take a short rest?
No, I'm good.
I'm feeling great.
Aw, must be nice. Okay, let's explore the ship. Can we hear
Hey,
any
you want
more
me-
sound?
Kit, let me cure your wounds.
No. Cure Jeff's wound. So I think Jeff
Oh.
is a little worse off.
Geoff, let me cure your wounds.
I'd love that.
Should I actually just Aura Vitality this for this time? No, it's not going to be worth it. Let me cure your wounds. 8 plus 8. worry. Geoff, you get 11 back.
Thank you.
Can I try and perceive if anything else is on the ship?
Sure. Make a
Yeah.
perception check.
24.
24. You can hear a little bit of noise coming from below the deck, but nothing. There's no like obvious grunting or snarling or clawing at doors that you heard from what is now obviously what the ice trolls were up to.
Do we want to have my Gecko start searching again?
We can. I think the main threat is mostly gone. Do you have to be concentrating to look through it?
Yeah.
You know what might be smart? If we go below, we guard you and you watch from above in case something tries to come after us when we go in.
Oh, I can definitely do that and let you guys scout the area.
Yeah, you come down with us. We guard you down there.
That's super smart. All right, yeah, let's go to the hold below.
You might just need to light them up a little bit first.
Oh yeah, I'll light him up. That's cool.
Sweet.
So I'm going to move all of you to this second map here, roughly the same location.
Yeah, just taking the stairs
Alright.
down, I'm assuming.
So like I said, that first map was just the stairs up here and the stairs down here. This you're on the main deck. You can see there's an obvious door to the, north, door to the south. And then stairs heading down as well as a hole in the hold.
Should
I
we try
want
one
to
of the...
peek down the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just look over the edge.
Make a perception check for me.
14.
14. You can see more so than the deck up here, snow has actually collected down beneath, having just piled in and not had anywhere to go. Everything is covered in rime. If it's not in a pile of snow, there's more obvious claw marks below deck. I think what you can see right down here, there is what appears to be a crag cat completely encased in ice. Its mouth open like mid roar.
That's spooky.
What challenge rating would you say is a crag cat?
We fought
It's
them
a
before.
it's a monstrosity. It's not a beast.
Bummer.
Yeah.
We fought them on top of the mountain.
Oh, right. We did.
They ambushed
Forgot
us.
about that.
And then you also see the light glittering of gold just below deck here.
I'm going to yell gold and point like one of those hunting dogs.
Do you see any rum?
Not yet.
A few rats skitter across the deck below the hold.
Also tell everyone about the creepy frozen crag cat.
Whoa. Maybe the dragon froze him. Because the dragon definitely froze us for a little bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that definitely happened.
Can I try this door up here?
You may.
I
It has
try.
a light layer of ice on it, but it opens.
Cool. Hey guys, this door opened up, and then I walk in the hallway.
Nice. It's there.
Yep. These are more doors.
Correct.
I'll just start trying them.
Which one are you opening first?
One on the left. I'll step inside.
In this narrow cabin, shelves and containers are scattered on the floor amid piles of dirty bandages. Small clusters of dried leaves have frozen to the floor in places. A disheveled, frost-covered bed is tucked into an alcove under a wooden staircase.
I'll just try and investigate the room a little bit.
Yeah, make a investigation check.
Sure thing. That one.
That one. You see there's windows here.
Cool.
You're a bit distracted. You're wondering how boats work now, if there's windows here.
Yeah, I'm like, why do they need a window? I need water in here. I just call it, this boat is designed stupidly.
Anyone else doing anything? I see Trek moving up.
I want to follow Kit so he's not investigating alone.
Yeah, the Silas, Boazu, Geoff, you're just staying on the main deck.
Nah, I guess so. I mean, honestly, I might peer over the edge of this thing into the hold below.
Okay.
I kind of want to just cast Detect Magic and walk around, see if I find anything.
Ooh, I was going to ask
Okay.
that too.
Geoff, anything you're doing?
I think I'm gonna follow Kit and Track.
Track, did you say you were opening a door?
No,
No.
I was
okay.
just backing up Kit.
Okay.
If you're backing me up, we can go to another room then.
Yeah.
I'll try the one on the opposite side.
In here, you can see there's another frost-covered bed, similar to the other one. It's shoved under a staircase.
Cool.
But this room seems emptier than the other one.
I say, hey, Trek, can you look at the other room up there?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah,
no,
well,
there
I
are two
think
more.
there's 2 more. The one right above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a door there.
Oh, open
Uh,
that door.
I'll go to the one on the right.
Trek exploring that room. As this door comes open, a light breeze emerges from this room. Pieces of parchment and paper flutter on the floor. A large detailed map of the Sword Coast takes up most of one wall.
A map room.
Yeah,
I
very
wanna-
clearly the chart
is-
room.
Is this map way more detailed than our current map?
This is of the Sword Coast.
Yeah, this is the entire Sword Coast that it has. I mean, there's a very obvious map case as well. That looking inside, it's got another map of Icewind Dale. This map actually has Revel's End marked on it.
Huh.
It's like a port.
Well, it did
Yeah.
have a little port area. Go ahead.
Hey guys, do we want to take this map?
Absolutely.
I
Is
want
there
to
any
take
other
the
papers?
Sword Coast one.
Yeah, are
It
there?
is 6 foot wide by 6 foot tall. So you figure out how you want to store that.
Roll it up.
Fold it in half and then roll up the rest, and we can throw it in the map case.
You can also just like tie it to yourself with a rope or something. It's not very big, and it's a piece of like parchment. But you know the elements might destroy it a little bit. Are there any other
I thought-
papers in here?
It's the map of the Sword Coast, and then the map of Icewind Dale is all you find in there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
On the map of Icewind Dale, they don't happen to have Oriel's fortress marked, do they?
No.
Is there
No,
anything
you
else?
sure? I look real hard at it.
I think they have 1 or 2 places marked in the Sea of Ice as like trade ports, but you don't recognize the names.
Can we mark
Huh.
them down on our map?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna
No.
take this map, and we have now an updated version, guys.
Yeah, buddy. Can we go look at this room too?
I'm trying to think of what the name of this trading place was. It was something stupid like a Giants
fish.
Trade or something. I'll have to look through my notes to find it.
I'd call out to Silas. Did you find any magic?
Did I find any magic on the main floor?
Oh, right. You cast Detect
no.
Magic, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
The boat is an illusion.
I've added a high-res Sword Coast map to the Rules and References tab.
Cool.
Silas, you cast Detect Magic. You detect magic. There's
Where?
magic coming from below deck.
Okay. Do I sense anything if I walk in the direction that I went?
Oh, this map is awesome.
You do.
Cool.
Yeah, there's. I think once you pass this doorway here, there's something in this room.
Say, there's magic over here, and I'm gonna try to walk into the room.
I think you'd very quickly under the bed find the thing pinging your senses, a vial of water, but next to it as well is a healer's kit and 3 vials of antitoxin.
Cool.
I
You
don't
take
think,
all that.
I don't think you immediately recognize what the water is.
Okay. Look out. Hey, I found a healer's kit, antitoxin, and magic water.
Yo, sounds good.
There's also magic below deck.
Uh-oh.
So,
Maybe that's
Uh,
what the dragon was looking for.
Detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. See a faint aura around any object that bears magic. You learn School of Magic if any. Cool. Okay.
School of the magic of the thing underneath us.
That's a weird type of magic. I didn't know that was magic.
I think there's like the light hints of abjuration, as well as a
Okay.
strong aura of necromancy.
There's necromancy magic beneath on the lower deck, and I am
Is-
very excited about this.
Is
Is-
Velen here?
And a slight amount of conjuration.
And conjuration, and the first one that Derek said that I can't pronounce.
Light
Abjuration.
abjuration, conjuration, heavy on the
Necromancy.
yeah.
I wish Velen was around, but I don't think so.
Call Velen. Don't you have...
Isn't
I can't call her. Someone else has to call her, and then we pass notes through Astrid like we're teenagers.
Don't you have that cool ring you could probably contact Velen with?
I cannot contact Valen directly with it, actually.
Well, you could ask the Brotherhood for some sending spells, maybe. Say it's important.
So just to top this off, because you can
true.
already see into this room at the
Mhm.
front of the ship, the foremost cabin holds 2 rime-covered barrels, lying next to which is a rat that obviously perished from the cold. Mooring ropes and fishing nets hang from hooks along the back wall.
I shield my pet mouse's eyes from the dead rat. I say, "Don't
Nice.
look, Jeremy. You'll be okay." Can I look at the barrels?
Yeah, the barrels.
Can I move them around, see if anything sloshes?
Yeah.
I shake the top one up here.
You hear like sticks rattling around more
Huh.
than anything sloshing. The other one, where's my notes? There is a light amount of sloshing.
Huh. I say, "Hey guys, I found 2 barrels of stuff in here. I'm gonna pop them open."
Open them.
Is there a way we can reseal them? Do we have to worry about that if I open these?
Man, I don't know how barrels work. You can't just ask me that.
I'm just wondering, is it okay if we open them and then
I know they have to be
reseal
pried open with a crowbar.
them? Yes, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know how to close a barrel.
Just slam the wood back in there really hard.
The DM, you get to make it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they can be closed back up.
All right, I'll open them up then from the top.
You pry the first one open. Inside, you find a hooded lantern, 3 flasks of oil, 5 bars of lime soap, and 3 sets of manacles.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me write that down. We got a lantern, hooded lantern, rather.
Hooded lantern, 3 flasks of oil, which would have been the sloshing you heard.
Yes.
5 bars of lime soap, and 3 sets of manacles.
Okay. And then the other one?
You probably open the other one and find 10 torches.
Sweet. I'll just be like, I found some supplies.
Not as good as rum, but still pretty cool.
True. I'll just grab all the stuff, leave the barrels. All right. I just make my way out to the main deck.
Derek, is there a staircase down to the hold?
Yes, that's what this is right here.
Gotcha.
There's also another door on the other side of the thing.
Correct.
Shall we go look at the other door?
Yeah, I'm following track.
Okay, Boazu, are you doing anything?
Yeah, so I was
You were peering down, I think?
So I got on my belly and looked over the edge into the hold below. What do I see?
From where you're looking, actually, you can see there's like up here underneath the deck, there's a pile of gold and treasure.
Wow,
Oh,
and
super
yeah.
cool.
It is encased in ice, though.
I can get to work on that, I think.
I also have Fireball.
Yeah, I mean, I have a flaming sphere, which is similar.
Yeah.
Can I, does this staircase probably take me down into it?
It does, yes.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna head down the staircase while
Okay.
everybody's up in their weird little rooms.
Then
I'm gonna accompany Boazu for light purposes.
Boazu is shedding light. He's wreathed in
Yeah,
flame.
I think I've still got at least 5 minutes on my fire shield.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
gonna move you over here, Boazu.
Can I come
Okay.
with him?
Yeah, you can come along.
You can go with him.
Did Boazu,
Yeah.
did you tell us that you found the stuff?
No.
Okay.
So Geoff, you're going with him?
I'm with track.
Silas, where can I put you?
I want to for the necromancy magic, so I'm just following to wherever that is.
Okay, you're heading
Guys.
downstairs then.
Yeah.
I've been walking around with no money for a whole lot of time. I forget who gave me the 2 gold. Was that Kit?
I did. Yeah, I got you,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, Kit. I'll remember that. But
I got you.
Blurb.
Give you.
The ship's hold contains heaps of snow and 4 tied-down jolly boats covered with rime. In the forward starboard corner rests a large pile of treasure covered with ice. Standing next to the hoard, frozen with its maw open in a roar, is a white feline creature sheathed in ice.
I think there's a way to move the feline creature away from the heat I'm about to create?
It's a little bit away. It's like here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna cast a flaming sphere like right here.
Okay.
Where's the necromancy magic, just to make sure that
Yeah. Good
Boazu's
question.
not about to trigger a horrible spell?
It's definitely coming from that treasure pile, along with all of the magic that you're sensing is from that pile.
Okay. Hey Boazu. There's a hint of like some kind of protection magic, a ton of necromancy magic, and a little bit conjuration over in that treasure pile. Could be something in there, could be something around it. Maybe we don't just unthaw it
I've got a great
without
idea.
any cause.
My flaming sphere has a range of 60 feet, and so let's go back upstairs, and I can just kind of cast it through that hole in the deck, and everyone but me can get off the ship in case something terrible happens.
That's a good idea.
Let's go
Do you
back
think
up.
it's going to be an explosion?
I don't know. We should
I
be
don't know about
careful.
explosion, but I just feel like something horrible is going to happen. The second we unfreeze that gold.
You're saying that something's going to be horrible that happens, but your back is to a closed door right now. Can I look in
What?
that closed door? Look, there's a door right under
Oh.
you.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, we should probably, senses around us. I mean, there are a lot of scratches and everything.
Yeah, Geoff,
Can
you
I
can look
open
in
that
there.
door?
There's a lot of claw marks on this door where the ice trolls were trying to get into.
I'm going to second wind real quick.
The door sits loosely in its frame, is what this says.
Yeah, I'm going to open. I'm going to go ahead and open it.
It's stuck.
I'll go ahead and kind of use the great axe I have and kind of like use it to like pry it open.
Okay, you can make a strength check.
13.
You pry with your axe, doesn't budge.
Boazu, can you help me out with this door real quick?
Yeah, can I shillelagh it?
If you want to just attack it, you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna grab my quarterstaff and like try to knock it in with a shillelagh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Make an
can
attack roll.
just hit it with the great axe. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what am I rolling? I'm rolling an attack. But what kind of an attack?
I hit
There we
it
go.
as well.
Oh, it was the 17, not the 27.
You both hit the door at the same time, and it splinters open.
Cool.
A high five, Boazu.
Wood meet wood. All right, can I walk in?
Yep. Stop there. What's your AC, Michael?
17.
Okay. 3 javelins fly past you, and then 1 hits you for -1 piercing. How's that work?
I heal.
No, it does a minimum of 1 damage, so you take 1 piercing damage as it just kind of pricks the front of you and then drops feebly.
How did that math work?
1d6 minus 2.
Oh, okay.
And you see behind these barrels. There you go.
Are those javelins?
They're kobolds.
Yeah, they are.
Aw.
New friends for B.
I was just gonna say.
And they all scream as you walk in.
Oh no. Not new
Let's
friends.
see, what else do we have? The
Food.
floor of this cabin is icy. Lying on their sides are 2 empty open barrels. Hides and furs have been pushed into these barrels to create makeshift sleeping quarters. 2 similar but upright barrels appear untouched.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my bagpipe and start playing a lullaby.
Okay.
Something that signals I am not harmful.
I'd say make a performance check for me as all of them scream.
At 9. I wish we had a bard.
I know, right?
They all scream louder.
I tried to pick the only instrument louder than their screaming.
I peek my head in. Do I see these kobolds?
Yeah, there's 4 screaming kobolds.
I'm gonna put my hand on Boazu's shoulder and then pull out a day's ration each for them, and just kind of like see what's like, offer kind of like a peaceful thing.
Okay, you put it on the floor, I guess, in the room.
Yeah, just kind of like walking forward, holding out, just like hands up, kind of slowly. Yeah.
I'll let you make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage
Yeah.
with food?
Roll it.
Gotta get those 2 natty 20. Oh!
18.
They all take the food and start eating it, mindlessly yelling as they do, but it's kind of muffled as they chew the food.
All right, I'm just gonna sit down in there and just like cross-legged and just like no sudden movements. Just hey, B has a kobold. Wonder if she'll be willing to take more on as apprentices. Gonna sit down and try and talk them into coming with us.
Yeah, I'm sure she could.
After she lost 1. Rip.
She lost 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's
Well,
right.
don't tell them that.
That line of
they're
work
all-
is very tough.
They're all peacefully chewing on food, screaming.
That doesn't sound very peaceful. Were we able to open this door up here?
Yeah, let's jump back to the other group. There is thick ice on this door, as I've labeled.
I see. Not even a good shove will open it?
Thick ice. You would have to chip away at it in order to do anything at all.
Let's start.
Yeah, I'll take out my hand axe.
Nice.
I just stab it with my Chardonnay spear.
All right. You start hitting it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the other group. All of the kobolds finish their food and scream lightly.
Can I interest them? I don't even know. Do they have anything in this room that looks like they could smoke it in my bone bong?
No, not in this room.
Are you sure? I can't roll an investigation check?
This room is like bare bones, aside
Okay,
from the
fair
barrels.
enough. Fair enough.
And what they have done is turn some of the barrels into their sleeping quarters, I guess.
All right, and there's no Oh, I've got an idea. Because I feel like whatever the curse is might be doing something to them. So I'm gonna kind of casually back out of the room. And can I try to use Dispel Magic on the pile of gold?
Real quick, I'm just gonna turn off your flame shield, because I
Okay,
think time is
fair.
past now.
Yeah, I think it's been 10 minutes.
All right, so what are you doing?
Can I try to cast Dispel Magic on the pile of gold?
There's thick ice between you and the gold. But yeah, you can try that.
I mean, like, Silas, you said the aura of magic was coming from what exactly?
The pile of gold, just in general. Like, I couldn't link it to any specific object in the pile of gold, could I, Derek?
Not at the moment. There's just a big pile of stuff in layers of ice. So no, you can't pick out a specific thing at the moment.
Nothing in Dispel Magic says that I can't cast it on something through ice. So I'm gonna just try it at a 4th level.
Choose one creature.
Would it be possible for me to do, before he does that, to do an Arcana check to see if that checks out, or does it check out just normally?
It checks out, I guess.
Cool.
What are you casting it on?
A pile of gold.
The whole pile of gold.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. I did it. If the magic was 4th level or below, then it's gone. If it was higher than that, then I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that.
Sounds good.
And I got a 21.
A potent dispel from Boazu.
Not bad.
Silas, you detect him casting that spell.
Oh.
And no change on the pile of gold.
Ah, bummer.
I am so sorry, Boazu, but that did not work. I am so proud of you for doing that, though. Great job. We love magic casting.
Thank you. Look, I just really thought that would help.
So did I.
It seems there are curses too difficult to dispel.
Do you have remove curse?
No.
Damn.
What if it's not
have dispel magic?
curse?
Well, that's why I tried magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be just an object in there. It could be a curse, I think.
Geoff, I think one of the kobolds walks up to you, just going like, ah, ah, ah," and it tugs on your armor and holds out its hands.
I'm gonna break 2 more rations like in half and give them each a little more, and I'm just gonna like scratch the one who just came up to me's head.
It flinches away and eats the food.
Can I? I'm just gonna say, hey, what are your guys' names?
They look at each other and scream lightly.
Is that your names?
One of them walks up to you and says, "You guys are pretty brave for being here, I guess."
We just killed the Yetis.
Oh my god, those were Yetis?
Wait, what were they? I forgot.
Ice trolls.
Ice trolls. We just killed the ice trolls.
That's
Were
good,
you-
I guess.
Were you hiding in here from them?
We were hiding in here from them.
Oh, no.
We live here.
It's a very nice home. It's really cool.
It's a boat.
It is a boat. Good job. I have a question. Do you like living here?
Hey, Geoff,
Yeah.
roll an intelligence check for me real fast.
Derek, you know I'm fucking dumb.
Does your dice know that? Oh, yes, it
3. I
does.
got a
Oh
3.
my god.
Something about you can't pinpoint anything at all, but you're getting a weird sense of deja vu.
Weird. Do you guys like living in a
Am I
boat?
hearing this? Am I hearing this conversation?
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, can I be like, hey Silas, didn't we talk to a kobold once before and realize kobolds shouldn't be able to talk like this? Like, wasn't that like a thing?
Oh.
Let me clarify. The time that you realized that the kobold was speaking like very professionally.
Intelligent. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
that one was
Yeah.
possessed by a ghost.
Okay, then Boazu's just racist in this
But-
case. He's still
yeah.
7.
They can talk normally.
I'm pretty sure the deja vu was this is exactly what B did. If you guys want someplace warmer to live, I know of a town where you can get fed all the time, and there's someone to take care of you, and you can make money.
Wow.
Do you want to
Okay.
come live there?
Can RV Archerist come?
What'd you say?
Can RV Archerist?
Is that your big dragon friend?
That's the dragon.
That's
We
so-
worship them.
Yep. Hey, I'm gonna go talk to my friends real quick, okay? I'll be right back. I shut the door.
Okay.
Oh,
You
God.
shut
Wait,
the door.
I reopen it for a second. Do you know when RV Artress will
Also,
be?
the door's shattered. You can't close it.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna say, hey, do you know when RV Artress will be back?
I don't know. Comes and goes.
When's the last time they were here?
Oh,
Do
no.
kobolds know what time is?
I rolled.
Oh, God.
This one does. It's a bit of back and forth.
Great. All right.
But like maybe a day ago, they check in every day.
Every
Oh,
Oh.
God.
And
I
RV
immediately
Artress is not. It doesn't pop out of the pile of gold, right?
No, the massive white dragon does not pop out of the pile of gold.
It
I-
could have been a curse.
I look to Silas and Boazu and be like, guys, we need to fucking leave now.
Yeah, I'm nodding. Like, oh god, oh shit. Okay.
Hey, buddies, are those big barrels? Are they full of liquid?
No.
Can I go up to one of the barrels or hide behind and kind of like shake it a little?
I believe they're completely empty.
Oh, okay.
There's water in one of them.
Okay. So no rum.
Frozen fresh water.
All right, buddies. Well, I'll see you soon. All right. I'm gonna go talk to my friend.
Hooray! We're gonna go live in town with our dragon.
Okay, bud.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to
cool.
Silas and Boazu and be like, guys, we need to fucking leave now. We need to fucking leave now.
Okay, do we want to get the gold? Like, do we want to just say fuck it and like see what happens when we remove the curse?
I'm pretty sure
When
you
we
just
drop the gold?
if you want the gold, burn whatever you can off, get some, but they worship the white dragon who comes here every single day.
Yeah, I heard. That's awful.
I'm gonna go upstairs and let them know you guys figure this out, and we may have to. And I whisper this so quietly. We may have to kill the kobolds so they don't like tell them who we look like, what we look like. I'm not a fan of
Sure.
that, but like
I'm
I
surprised that you're suggesting this.
this is mainly the safety of B, because if it knows, like, because he's seen us a few times, but now we know its name.
Yeah, that's true. Can I do a history check on that name? Like,
Sure.
just in case.
I go upstairs.
Oh, it's so low.
13. Nothing springs to mind.
Can you spell
Okay.
the name?
Yeah.
I'll type it in chat, I guess. There you go.
Whoa. Or Beatrice.
13. Silas, you've heard the name before.
Oh, I have?
Yeah. Someone said it, but you don't remember who.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm walking upstairs to immediately let people know we gotta move quick now.
We're just chipping ice.
Yeah, you head upstairs to Kit and Trek, who are still chipping away at the ice. This is gonna take a while, you two. Just working at
Is
the
it?
ice. Yeah.
Hey,
So
is
here's
there
the
a,
name of the game for everybody. Ice takes a while to get through, and the longer you stay here, the more likely it is that the dragon shows up. So you decide what you want to do.
Does anybody have something that would melt it more quickly?
yeah, I
Any
was gonna ask.
spellcasters?
Do you have fire?
The people of fire are below deck currently, I think.
Can we get a fire caster
Unless-
up here?
Yeah, you guys can freely walk back and forth. I don't care.
Nick, you have 10 torches that you just got.
Oh, that's true. I light a torch on fire and I hand one to Track.
Light all of them on fire and just go.
That'll help enough.
We'll see.
Yeah, in the subarctic, a torch won't do a ton.
I see.
Well,
we might need like that flaming
wouldn't
spear.
be any faster than just chipping away at it.
I see.
Okay. Boazu, do you want to do this one or whatever's it sounds like is going on upstairs?
Is there a window in
It
there?
does not matter to me.
I mean, it's open to the deck above, so we can shout technically between the decks.
True. Is there a window into this room, Derek?
The one that you're looking at?
Yeah.
Not. No, the answer is no.
Okay. Would we be able to break the wall?
The walls are also covered in ice.
Ah, I see.
Do I think if I attack a portion of the wall, I can do green flame blade to another portion of the wall?
So here's the biz for everybody. Instantaneous fire things aren't going to do a lot to ice, magic-wise.
Right. I think we might just have to let this one lie.
For now, we can always come back.
So if you want to spend any amount of time working at ice, tell me how long or whatever.
Maybe we give this like 30 minutes of trying to get the stuff, and then we leave.
Sure. Did we see any gunpowder on this ship?
Gunpowder? No.
Darn.
You know, yeah, hold on, let me
No,
see.
there's
what else
no
I have.
cannons or anything.
I do have whale oil. Do I know how long whale oil burns?
I mean, it'll burn like oil.
Well,
You
does
also have-
oil
You
burn
also have
for
3
long?
flasks of oil that you just
I
picked
do.
up.
Let me see. I give one of the oil flasks. Actually, I give 2 of the oil flasks to Geoff. I say, hey, throw these on the gold down there and light them up. This might speed up the process.
I do so.
And then I try and light.
Okay.
I want to light.
Just splashing
on fire.
oil all over the ice and then lighting it on fire?
Absolutely.
This plan.
Okay, so Kit's doing that upstairs. Geoff is doing that below deck.
Yeah.
Is that what I have?
Yep.
Let's start with you two. You've been chipping away at it for probably 20 minutes. I don't know.
Sweet. That works.
You tried the torches. You just dump oil all over where the door is. And light
Yep.
it on fire. Just dumping the whole thing and lighting it. It burns for probably 5 minutes. We'll call it.
Sounds good.
But it does do a little bit on the ice.
Sweet. Does it make more headway for us to keep chipping away?
Yes.
Then I guess we just resume chipping when it's out.
Yeah, you are almost. You are nearly through it.
Oh,
I have that right.
yeah, we'll continue to chip. I say, hey guys, what's our exit strategy if it comes? And I call down to the lower deck. Anyone have something we can hide in? Can we hide in that tent?
We are technically we can't be detected in the tiny hut. I don't. Actually,
This sounds like how bee survived
the
the first
dome
map.
the dome is opaque from the outside
Eee.
of any color that I choose, but transparent from the inside.
We could just go out into the white tundra and just make the thing like white.
Yeah, we could.
Good idea.
Yeah, I agree. But we need
Yeah.
to keep watch if we're gonna be ready.
Okay. Who wants to go keep watch?
It's dark, so it doesn't really matter. I can't really do
I
anything.
have pretty high passive perception if Geoff comes up here and chips away at this door.
I'll start chipping.
Yeah,
Okay.
can I climb up? Is there like a mast?
Geoff, are you gonna do the flask of oil on the gold?
I already, I like threw it and then ran upstairs, letting Silas and Boazu do that.
Okay, there's just oil slowly freezing to the ice, I guess. Oil
Okay,
probably
well, I'm
freezes
just
at negative 50 degrees.
No, I don't
Alright,
think
well,
it does.
I'm just gonna make a flaming sphere and like near the oil, and hopefully after that goes away after a minute, it'll be caught on fire still.
Freezing point of oil,
Oh, actually,
negative 20 degrees.
yeah.
Boazu creates a flaming sphere next to the oil, next to the gold, lighting that up. Ice starts to melt away. How long does flaming sphere last? A minute?
A minute, but
Okay.
I think a minute is long enough to melt the oil.
Yeah, it
Light it up.
definitely catches flame and burns or melts away a lot of the ice. But it's still something to work at.
Do I think fireball would be better? No, it's kind of fast. So it's not really
It's
sustained.
instantaneous fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Derek was saying.
It'd do something,
Yeah.
but not more than what the oil and flaming sphere just did. Kraken can't
What?
break
Yeah.
through the ice on the top floor. Wow.
Easy. We bust the door open. After checking for
After
traps.
about 40 minutes of chipping away and melting it with oil,
Can I quickly check
and
traps?
you check it for traps?
Yeah,
Make a
yeah.
perception check.
13.
13, no traps.
Okay. Track, kick it open.
Open the door.
The door opens. The aft castle is taken up by one spacious cabin. Frost covers every surface and furnishing. A human corpse is slumped against the port side wall, its left arm draped over part of a heavy chest that's tucked under an alcove, under a staircase.
Spicy.
The skeleton wears a jacket and a wide-brimmed hat that hides most of its skull. Under its right arm is a captain's journal. The floor is strewn with empty wine bottles.
My man.
I want to read the journal. I want to grab that.
You grab the journal and read it.
I'll investigate while you read that.
What are you investigating?
Is this a trunk or is this a table?
Table right there. Chest, bed.
I'll look at the chest for traps.
The chest is frozen shut.
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay. I'll start trying to chip the chest lock and like
Roger.
the hinges and stuff.
Well, you do that. Track. Flipping through the journal, you see this is the journal of Captain Blue Moon.
Lame.
And you are aboard the Dark Duchess. You make a history check. Make a history check. Rah, rah, rah. History.
History check.
Oh,
Nice.
Dang. You've probably heard of a story or two about Captain Blue Moon. Makes more enemies than friends. Cruel, cunning individual who ruled a ship with fear. I think he's from Luskin.
Oh, we know someone from Luskin. They happen to be in our party.
The final journal entry also reads, "That damned white dragon is back, circling above me like a vulture. I reckon she could carry the ship back to Luskin, were she of a mind to. To die of starvation, bitter cold, or a dragon. Choices, choices.
Big mood.
It's like it was cold that he chose.
Looks like it. Can you check out the rest of his stuff?
I think with that roll, you also recognize the symbol on his hat. A red eel wrapped around a gold trident as the symbol of Ship Souljack, a powerful faction in Luskin that engages in piracy.
Nice. So he was a pirate. Arr.
Also on him, you find a key with a rat skull as the head.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm pocketing that.
Nice.
I say, help me with this chest.
I will help with the chest.
You two are chipping away at that. Grip below deck. You're burning away part of the ice. There's still some. Do you just continue working at it, or anything special you want to do? Silas,
just
Boazu, Geoff.
just continue working at it,
Okay.
which is mostly actually Boazu's doing.
Yeah.
Does
I'm
it
just
seem
kind
like
of
a
trying?
Does it seem like a good amount of the pile is unfrozen?
So as you start to melt the ice away, you unveil a portion of the gold, and then there's another layer of ice. It seems like pieces were added and then frozen, and then pieces were added and then frozen, and then pieces were added and then frozen.
Do
but
I
you-
think this is the dragon's hoard, right? Then he's like adding to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You can
We
make a nature
are
check real
stealing
fast.
from a dragon. Yeah. Sure. I love stealing from dragons.
Don't we all? Nature.
13.
This is definitely not the entire dragon's hoard,
Okay.
and this is
Cool.
not where a dragon would keep their lair.
Cool.
This is like a little. This is just somewhere interesting that's a part of their hoard.
Side stash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But as
Excellent.
you unveil the first layer of ice, you collect 72 gold pieces. Is someone writing this down?
I got
I
it.
will.
72 gold pieces, 181 silver pieces, 352 copper pieces, and 2 pearls.
Can you say that one more time? You went real fast.
I got it. I put it in the general chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool pearl.
And you can see there's another layer of ice under which you can start to see like art. The brilliant purple fabric of some kind, but you'll have to etch away to get to it.
Do we want to keep going?
Your party has been here for about just over an hour at this point.
Let's get out of here.
Hard agree. Let's go.
Sure.
Group at the back of the cabin here.
Yep.
You finish etching away at that chest.
Yeah, buddy.
Is locked.
My key in it.
Oh my god, it opens. Opening the chest, you find inside there's a wooden partition dividing the interior into 2 halves. One half has a bunch of empty wine bottles.
Classic.
The other half contained 150 gold pieces. Who's writing this down?
I am.
150 gold pieces, 520 silver pieces, a small gold bracelet, a large gold bracelet, and a gray bag.
I take the gray bag. I want the
You're
gray
nowhere
bag.
near.
Okay, Boazu's there, I guess.
I'm not there. I'm shouting up. I'm like, did somebody say gray bag?
All right, I'll throw it all in my kit, and I say, okay, we should probably get out of here. I don't know how much more time we've got. Let's go grab the rest. Or is there anything else you want to do, Trek?
Let's take this stuff and go.
Yep, thumbs up.
Okay.
I just start going, trying to collect everybody else.
Party below deck. As you guys start to leave, the kobolds all come out.
At party below deck.
Hooray! To the town we're going to.
Oh, buddies, we're coming back for you. We got to make a quick stop, and then we'll be back and take you on. Okay?
Why don't we just take the boat?
It's
frozen.
locked in.
Oh,
All right, we'll be back, guys.
bye.
Abandoning these poor kobolds.
They
are
chose their
doing
god.
fine.
They did, that's true.
Why not tell them the dragon can't come, but they can come if they want to?
I don't know. They seem pretty deep in their way.
Try, track if you want.
I mean, I'm not there, so I can't. But it's
Yeah.
Mel. I'm
We need
like,
to
I
peek
feel
out.
bad for these kobolds.
I mean, I think we just gotta go.
Yup. Alright, let's pull out of here.
Wave and I say, Arrivederci, Arrivederci.
Hey.
Whatever the dragon's name is.
RV
sorry.
Archeress.
I said, hey guys, let's
Alright.
get out of here.
You all collect your things and leave.
We can come back maybe later, unless the dragon realizes that we stole all of its stuff and moves it all.
Like there was no rum.
The rum con. Wait, can we ask the kobold about that before we leave?
What are you asking them?
Hey, was there a bunch of rum here at any point?
I don't know.
Alright, bye. I tried.
You're like, what's rum? Sweet.
We
All right.
ride.
Leave.
You all
Let's-
leave the ship.
I say it's probably time to head back to Jarlmoot, meet up with Kerrigan, or to the Black Cabin.
We gotta be at Jarlmoot on the full moon while Kerrigan's at her place on the full moon, right?
Right. Yeah, let's go to Jarlmoot and avoid that racist robot.
Waited.
Yeah.
So the party's going to Jarlmoot?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry,
Okay.
the 30th. So then we'd have the 31st, and then the next day is the full moon.
There's a holiday between as well.
I thought the holiday was the full moon.
No, it's like the day after the holiday.
It goes 30th, holiday, the 1st, which is the full moon.
So you've already traveled 8 hours a day. You can hunker down for a long rest and then travel, or just, I don't know, short rest go, or just go.
No, I think we might want a long rest. What are you guys thinking?
Let's just get far enough away that we can
Oh,
make
yeah.
a hut and hide from the dragon.
Yeah, we should get a
Oh.
little distance.
Let's go in an hour and then do the hut.
That sounds good.
You're traveling an hour out?
Yeah.
All right, everyone make Constitution saves as you travel your 9th
Hi-ya.
hour in the day. Actually, I don't think it matters because you'll just be exhausted and then rest.
Sleep it up. Yep.
Yep.
Unless the
But
dragon.
I'll check. But I got
Silas-
a 20. So I'm feeling
Silas
great.
get exhausted. And you long
I'll-
rest.
I will
inside the
carry
hut.
Silas. I'll carry Silas on my back.
Okay,
Alright,
let's-
dragon
so
heist.
long rest time.
Long rest, hunker down. Can we make it like Snow White on the?
Yep.
Perfect.
You do that.
Your hit die you get back, right? Rounded down.
You get half your level and hit dice back on a long rest. Also, mark off a ration. Also,
Back
don't
to
know.
69 hit points.
Nice.
Nicole, are you there?
Yes.
Hooray! You're traveling with Oyamanartak back through, I don't know, the north side of Meridualden.
Nice.
As you are walking, you see there is a Oyamanartak kind of slows your pace down as you guys travel, and then points overhead where there is an owl flying.
Do we normally see owls?
Yeah, you normally see owls. But Oyamanartak says, this one has been following us.
You want to attack it?
I do not, no.
We could try to lose it.
I think she stops your travel completely and waves to the owl.
That works too.
And the owl will fly down and land in front of you and then turn into a person.
Oh, hey. Who are you?
And Oyamanartak holds out their axe and says, "Why are you following us?" And they say, "Just keeping an eye. These are the Frostmaiden's lands.
Yep.
We're just passing through. Well, if I see you touching shit, I'll kill you." And they turn back into an owl and fly into the sky.
I think we should
I
have
wonder if
killed
he's
them.
related to Gelt.
I don't like them. The Frostmaiden's druids.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey.
It would be best if we pick up the pace.
All right, and I'll start sprinting.
Nice. Oyamanartak also starts sprinting.
gonna
Oyamanartak
race
turns
her,
into
yeah.
a bear and runs. Sprints through
I-
the snow.
I make bear arms and I start running like on all fours. It's probably
Nice.
slower than before.
I'll say you keep pace
Nice.
as you sprint through the tundra and then set up for a long rest. The end. I'm going to change the day now. Good morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. Happy Feast of the Moon, everybody.
Yay.
If you all spend the full day traveling to Yarmouth, you can make it there today.
Let's do it.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
absolutely.
Nice.
And avoid the racist robot.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
Your large group, please roll 2d20 for me, whoever's leading this.
Track.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
17 and 12, it looks like.
Your group starts to head south. The bubble disappears as you guys are setting up to travel. And there's 4 kobolds standing outside of it.
What's up, guys?
And one of them screams.
Nope. Nope, we're not doing that again. Remember? We talk now.
Let's
Are
see.
these the same
Wait, do you know
kobolds?
these kobolds?
They appear to be the same kobolds.
That's weird.
Hey, guys, why are you following us?
We're so excited to go to the town or something. I forget what
Right.
you said.
We're gonna come back for you. You can come with us, but I don't think we can bring your dragon friend.
And the boat.
The boat'll eventually. Yeah, we're gonna work on it, but we can't bring the dragon to the town.
I whispered to Geoff, "Do you want me to kill them?"
Hold on a second. Do you guys understand that the dragon can't come?
We'll just bring the boat. Then it can be there.
Right, but that's not how dragons eat people like me. So dragon can't come.
They all turn around and walk away.
All right, bye buddies. Hey guys,
Kobolds.
let's go.
Man, who are those?
Just some
Did you
guys I
know
know.
them?
But we're good. It's fine. They're perfect.
Aw. Well, okay.
Meanwhile, Kerrigan, you make it all the way to Yarmouth with
And just
Oyam and
me
Artak. Everybody's
panting out of
there.
breath. Nice. Oh, hey guys. It's me.
Are we also there?
You both arrive there. It's
Yeah.
2 p.m. now. You've both traveled for 8 full hours of the day. It's Feast of the Moon, day before the full moon.
Kerrigan. And Oyam and
It-
Artak.
Wait, who's Oyam and Artak?
Oh, that's right. Geoff, you haven't met Oyam and Artak.
This is the
Wait,
greatest person you're ever gonna meet. My
Don't
hero.
embarrass us.
Hero of 10 towns.
Besides us, of course. Oyam and Artak is a very strong. They're actually a lycanthrope.
Oh,
There's just everyone is addressing this polar bear, Geoff.
I'm assuming this is some sort of illusion spell.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna go. Yeah, nice to meet you. Just gonna kind of looking like eye level, assuming someone is there at eye level.
The polar bear stands on its hind legs and turns into a werebear.
Oh, hey, that's new.
And they say,
Cool.
"Hello, how are you? How are you?"
Good. I hold out a hand. My name's Geoff.
They take your hand and shake it in their giant bear hand.
Hey.
I just say, "Be cool, Geoff."
What are you talking about? Yeah,
be cool, Geoff.
it's a cool trick you got there. Are you always bear or like part-time?
I am always bear.
For exposure.
That's nice.
In fact, Geoff, we should tell you right now. I don't know if we've told you, but the reason we're going to the Black Cabin is because Kerrigan's kind of undergoing the same transformation into a werebear.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
I'm gonna give you some finger guns.
I give you some finger crossbows back.
I don't like those.
And cool. This is very news to me.
Yeah,
Who turned you into a werebear?
I just point at Oyam and Artak.
Huh.
It is blessing,
Ah,
and
my
it
God.
is curse.
Um
I said, Geoff, be cool.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, I'm good with this. This is all. It's consensual, right?
Yes, I chose this.
Perfect. We're good.
Yes, I actually was given the blessing too, but I decided against it, and I apologize to you, Artak. I just feel.
But I lost.
I just feel like being around the Dale so often, I'd like to keep a face that the people of the Dale might not be afraid of.
Wait, you're just giving this out?
No.
Not
You gotta
everyone
earn it.
is up to task.
We earn it.
Yeah.
Ah,
Or so. Oh yeah, minor attack. Believe.
Yeah.
Believe.
You
We earned
you must earn this horrible curse.
it.
It's really tough. I don't think you could do it. It's like you gotta be really, really talented, and like even then, there's a lot of luck involved. It's
True.
like it's no
Ah.
shade if you can't do it.
So Kerrigan, are you feeling okay right now? It's not the full moon yet, but has anything happened? Now is it getting closer?
Insight check on myself.
You feel fine.
I feel normal.
Okay.
Or cool.
So both of these events should coincide. Both of these events should coincide at the same time then. So we have this little treasure hunt, right, for Jarl Moot and your transformation. Oh yeah, Artak, what should we expect from the transformation here?
Kerrigan will become bear.
Will we have to try
You
and
should
stop
not.
them from eating us?
You should not be. You should not be close by.
So what should we do? Could you offer some insight or advice?
No.
It's gonna be
Is
wild.
that because it's part of the test, or
I
you
don't
just
know.
don't know?
Crazy werebear shit.
Okay, I just give a thumbs up.
can I ask about this test?
Okay.
What is the test?
Oh, you have to beat me in combat.
Oh shit, Kerrigan and Kit beat you in combat?
Not quite, but we held our own.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
It was an epic battle. And then actually, just before that, B killed me and herself. And I just started laughing. Ah, good times.
Are you? Oh, you're talking about the sun explosion. Yeah, she told me about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right when I changed the weather.
Yep.
I guess we hang out here and wait for moon.
Would
Yeah.
anybody be okay if Geoff fought William and Artak?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not strong enough to do it, but good luck.
You can try.
Oh god.
I hate the very bad level of inspiration you've given me all.
Wait.
I'm stronger than you.
I want to do something
Oh,
funny.
100%.
And Oyam and Airtalk is much stronger than I.
Jeff, I 100% believe you will do your best.
Derek, can I cast Minor Illusion on Kerrigan's arm and make it start to look like a bear arm, a polar bear arm, and shout like, "Oh my God, Kerrigan, look!
Sure.
Oh my God, Kerrigan, the transformation's begun."
Is my tattoo still there? Or is it hidden in the fur?
It's tattooed onto the fur.
Oh, that's actually really cool, guys. Look at this. And I just flex the bunch.
Man, I thought that'd freak you out, and then I dispel it.
It disappears.
Man, I was trying to spook you. It didn't work.
I mean, bears are really cool.
That is true. So can I start appraising the pearls and the bracelets and stuff? Also,
Yeah.
I hand someone else the bag to look into, the gray bag.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah, I give it to Boazu.
The things that you picked up.
Yeah, I have my jeweler's tools.
Small bracelet. Are you writing this down?
Yeah, I'm writing.
Small bracelet, 25 gold. Large bracelet, 250 gold.
Yep.
The 2 pearls are worth 100 gold each.
Nice.
Boazu
Sweet.
takes the bag.
In the bag.
What's in the bag?
I
Yes,
want
he
to
did.
open the bag and look inside it.
Inside the bag, there's a small fuzzy object inside.
What color of object? What size of object? What type of fuzzy?
It's a fuzzy object inside. You want to pull it out?
Yeah, I do.
You've got a fuzzy ball or something. It's not specific.
A fuzzy object.
Cool. Hey guys, if we ever need like I don't know, lint or something.
Can I take a look at it?
It
Nice.
starts to change shape in your hands.
Whoa.
Is it still fuzzy?
Yep.
Can I set it on the ground?
Yeah.
You get a new
I'm getting
pet?
You set it on the ground and it turns into a giant elk.
Oh my
Hell.
god!
Whoa.
Wow.
Pet.
Is it
Uh,
solid? Can I
Yeah.
carefully approach?
Yep.
And put my hand out?
Yep.
Should I roll animal handling?
You don't need to. It is friendly
Uh,
to you.
Oh, he just lets me pet him?
Yep.
Sick.
Whoa. Was that your
Oh,
magic or was
man.
that just the thing?
I didn't do that. I don't think I did that.
Anybody familiar with anything like this?
It's an
No.
elk.
I try and talk to it.
Thanks, Silas.
Can you talk?
That's why you're the smartest one in the group.
That wasn't me.
I was Jack.
Oh, who? Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
Kerrigan.
Oh, I keep forgetting Nicole's here.
Thanks.
Jesus.
Wow, we all messed up there.
Okay, cool. Can I do an Arcana check or anything to see if I know anything about
Sure.
Cool. God damn it! It's only a 16.
It's a bag of tricks.
Oh, that's a bag of tricks.
What does that mean?
What does it mean, Derek?
It's a bag. That's unfortunately all you know about it.
Dang.
All I know is it's called a bag of tricks. Congrats.
Sweet.
I doubt anyone knows anything more about this. They shouldn't
have-
even try.
You have the feeling they're for kids.
It's like a gift that you give to your kid, you know?
Cool. Well, there
You
you
know,
go,
there was
Boazu.
There was a brothel in Luskin called the Bag of Tricks.
Again, this is a gift for children.
Probably not related.
Luskin. Hey,
Probably.
Jack. Wasn't that Captain? Maybe.
Yeah,
from
that
Luskin?
captain was from Luskin. Because he was a pirate. Lots of pirates are from Luskin.
The ship
Yeah.
that we were on, Geoff. The pirate was from Luskin.
Oh,
The captain.
yeah, there are a lot of pirates in Luskin. That's a big export is pirates.
A lot of people are from Luskin, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
I like Luskin.
I wouldn't know.
It's a cool place.
Anyway. Anyone else have
Michael,
anything?
I've added bag of tricks to your magic items in the journals.
Is the elk just chilling here?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna name you Lavka.
It nods.
That means bag in my language.
Oh my god, I just looked at languages. It speaks giant elk.
What?
There's
That's
a
a
giant elk language.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right, we know what Bose is doing with all of his downtime now.
Literally.
But you can tell immediately that it understands common.
Oh,
That's pretty sweet. Well, does anyone have anything else they need to do? Or should we just wait?
I do want to fight William and Artak.
Derek, do I need to attune to this at all?
I don't think so.
I mean, you just
Okay.
used it. I doubt it.
Yeah, I guess.
Jeff wants to fight Oyam and Artak.
Is that can I ask if I can spar with William and Artak? I'm gonna say that.
You can ask Oyam and Artak that. I don't know.
Hey, William and Artak. Can I fight you? Everyone's been talking about how good you are at fighting, and I wanna see it. Is that cool?
Okay.
I've almost killed Geoff on multiple occasions. This will be over real quick.
Listen, I've died a lot. It's cool. Sure. So I'm gonna pull out my. Are we doing it now?
I guess.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out my Chardolin rapier and my
I was
shield.
gonna move you to this page.
And before initiative, I'm gonna
Random
do
battle page.
invoke duplicity and pull out a Jekko as well.
I have conditions.
Oh, then did he say that before I did all that or no?
But as you're doing all of this,
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stop real quick. Yeah, what's up?
don't use that sword.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. I pull out my normal rapier. Is that fair?
Yep.
Cool. Is that your condition?
Yep.
All right. I bust out my 2 doppelgangers.
Right. That's right. You can do that. All right. I guess now we fight.
I rush in.
All right, roll initiative. You have to beat my 13.
Actually, Oyam and Artak is Russian. I think you're.
Hey.
Ooh.
You sprint towards Oyam and Artak, and then Oyam and Artak. Oh my god, there's 3 of you. There can't be 2
Yeah.
geckos. That's cheating.
No, it's one's the invoke duplicity.
Sure. Oyam and Artak will just attack. All can only attack twice. Okay. Great axe.
So the one on top is the invoke duplicity. The one on bottom is my actual Gecko.
Okay. Both attacks on you.
Let's do
26 to hit.
it. Yep.
15 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Critical.
Oh god.
12 slashing. You have to make concentration checks for your duplicity. Okay. Yep, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and attack him.
Her.
Shoot. Sorry.
What weapon are you using? What is it?
Just the normal rapier.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack twice.
Yep, just roll everything, roll damage.
Okay. I'm gonna spend an Echo Fury. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Both of those are advantage because I have my duplicity within 5 feet. So that's actually just the first one. That's the second one.
Double
That's the
Thank
third
you.
one.
Nice.
hot dog.
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Good lord.
That's the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fifth one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's the sixth one
Jesus Christ.
with the second Echo Fury.
Anything else, Zach?
No, I don't know how much damage I did. That first
Okay.
11 under the 22 was just the second roll of the advantage.
So you attack Oyam and Artak with all of those. Oyam and Artak does not flinch at all.
Son of a bitch! This isn't silver. God damn it!
She will just plant her axe in the ground and say, "Okay, fight is over."
Oof.
Oh, darn!
Nice try, Geoff.
I forgot. Why? Wait. Geoff probably doesn't actually know this. Why didn't this hurt you?
So weapons cannot hurt me. And she points to the sword that you left behind, the Chartelin rapier. That will kill me.
Ooh, kill you?
No, no in between.
One hit would kill you?
Probably no, but
Will it be the same for me?
yes, yes.
Okay, so now you gotta rate me. Am I as good, worse, or better than Kerrigan, Kit, and Boazu?
I would put you only below Kerrigan.
I flex. Yeah,
You're below me, right?
yeah, below, but I'm above Kit.
Oh, okay.
You're definitely stronger than me. But come on, that was a pretty good
I
flurry.
mean, it was a long time ago. We've all grown a lot.
Okay.
She will look up at the sky. Do you want werebear? Do you want to be a werebear?
I look at Kerrigan, and kind of like, are you cool with this, or like, is this your thing?
I mean, you seemed kind of weird at first. I don't care if you do it.
It is blessing, but it is also curse.
Do
I
you
mean,
think you can handle it?
I am almost as tough as you.
I'm gonna push him over.
Fall flat on my ass. I'll do it in the snow.
I can't believe we're letting Zach be a
Oh.
werebear again.
Oh, wait, was that a yes?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Now I'm second guessing it. Is it really that bad?
No,
Then I'll do it.
but it is curse.
I'm gonna go for it.
You sure?
Yeah.
She will
super
hold
confident in
out.
my-
She will hold out her hand for yours.
I give her my hand.
She immediately bites your hand.
Ow!
Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
How much damage do I take on the bite?
1. You take 1 damages.
100. Ha ha ha.
Instant death.
Probably do not participate in whatever they are doing on full moon.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll hang out with I guess you and Kerrigan.
Will we need to stop them? Should we all be present, or do you have it handled?
If you, I tell you what, give me your swords, and she points to your Charlatan weapons, and I will maintain peace.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah,
20.
she's ready to do some damage if she needs to.
Okay, but not like
I think-
maliciously trying to
I
get
think
our
she's
weapon.
also a little unsettled that you even have these weapons in the first place.
That's fair. I'll just ask, are you willing to give them back once they're turned?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys think we'll need the weapons for this hunt?
I can give Oyam and Artok just my weapons, and you guys don't have to go without yours.
Do
I
you have
got
multiple Charlotte?
yeah, I've got a great axe, which would be
Yeah,
perfect.
I think she points to the great axe.
Yeah, I just I hand her that.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I won't be able to keep this weapon anymore. I'm gonna give it to
Hmm?
I have one of those too.
You can
You can still
you can
use
hold it.
It's not gonna hurt us to like hold it.
She holds up that Geoff handed her.
All right, cool.
it. It's more that
Yeah.
it would hurt you if it was used against you, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from.
Anyway, cool. I just sit down. Anyone have an attunement item that they're not using?
Ooh, actually,
Yes.
guys, I do.
I need another attunement.
Can I offer you some tattoos?
Are they magical?
Ooh.
Did you find
Yes.
those in Keith's work?
Yeah, remember when I got 20 needles from Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have
Oh my god.
I have a bunch. So first of all, I have an absorbing tattoo. It can give you resistance to acid damage.
Whoa.
I have 9 barrier tattoos, which give you an AC of 12 plus your dex.
Cool.
I have an Eldritch Claw tattoo, which does stuff. I can tell you about it from my notes. I have an Illuminator's I have 7 Illuminator's tattoos. I have 1 Masquerade tattoo, which is like a disguised self tattoo. I have a spell. Oh, this one spellcasters might be interested in. I have 2 first level spell rot tattoos, 1 4th level spell rot tattoo, and 1 5th level spell rot tattoo.
Spell rot.
Can you use the needles?
Yeah, you just put them on your skin for like an hour, and then they just absorb. It's in Keith's notes. He's like, "I'm not a real artist." That's one of the first sentences. In his
What?
I want the claw.
It doesn't say that. He's lying.
It
everyone
does. It says-
everyone succeeds on their free insight check against Geoff. How dare you?
Yeah, so there's an Eldritch Claw tattoo. Go ahead and look it up. If you want that one, it's yours. I'm going to use one of the barrier tattoos because it'll
Hey.
raise my AC by 1.
So every specific tattoo is attunement, right?
Yep.
I can do the acid one, I guess.
You want the absorbing tattoo?
Yeah, so it just gives me resistance to acid.
I believe so. Also, guys, when you unattune it from these, we still get to keep the needle. It's not gone. So it's pretty helpful.
So that one's specifically for acid.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. And then I'll tune to it as we chill.
Does anybody need a higher AC?
Yes.
I don't
What's
think
your
that'll raise mine.
Yes.
Yeah,
what's your dex, Victoria?
+0.
So your AC would be 12 with this.
It's
tattoo.
currently 10.
With
All
this
right.
attunement tattoo.
It is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I am attuned to 3 things currently.
Well, then no deal.
I could unattune to something.
Your call.
As you guys are going over that, Silas, your ring You're getting a telepathic message that you can choose to receive or not.
I'll receive it.
Why even have the ring?
For other reasons.
You hear Velen's voice.
Cool.
And they say, what do they say? This is a sending spell. 25 words or less? Huh.
That's one word.
Hi, Silas. It's Velen. Long story short, I lost Valish in the tundra. Oops. Broke him out of jail.
Oh, fuck.
Kind of.
He was never in jail.
And now I lost him. And then you can reply if you want. That's 25 words.
Okay. What do you mean, kind of broke him out? Do you just want to meet up with us?
You get another sending. Oops, meant to ask that last sending. The prison is Lord's Alliance. They like money, so, gave them money for Valish. Where we meet.
First one. Hey guys, how fast do I think Velen can get here?
She showed up randomly next to your sled party one time. That was weird. You've also seen her teleport away.
I'm going to describe our exact location.
Okay.
Are you trying to lure Velen here? Is that
Always.
a good idea? We're about to do a thing.
Hey, Nicole, are you taking the Eldritch Claw tattoo?
Make a quick intelligence check for me, Victoria.
Okay. I am very smart, yes.
Oh, we'll see.
That's fair.
Because the things you've described.
Oh,
Cool.
there's some snow,
Cool.
So how are you describing this? I guess is my question.
Can you show us where we are on the big map?
Yeah, I can do that. Would that help you?
Yes.
Okay, big map. Oh, why is it?
Velen seems like she'd know where the Jarlmoot is.
Yeah.
We're able to figure
Yeah,
that out.
I think I'm just gonna flat out say we're at the Jarlmoot. Also, Valish Gant ran that prison. He was not a prisoner, he was the warden. You kind of got scammed.
You get another sending. Yeah, no, he wasn't. Long story. Again, Jarlmoot? Okay. Let me know when you're back in the towns, I guess. I
Okay.
don't want to go. Boring.
Oh. Do you know anything about the Jarlmoot? And I guess I'll let you know when we're in town.
You receive another sending.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, it's boring. I don't want to go there.
Okay. I'll see you back in 10 towns then. Hey guys, which town are we going to after this?
The only town that's left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a lot of options here.
Yeah. See you in Brinshander then.
Nice.
The
Okay.
town that our friend now runs.
Hey guys, Velen broke Valish Gant out of prison.
Wasn't he,
and
Bad?
lost him.
I thought he
And
ran.
lost him in the tundra. I said that, and she said things changed. So maybe he was imprisoned again. But yeah, he's just loose now.
So let's not meet up with Velen.
We're meeting up with Velen and Brinshander.
Sounds like we need to do some crimes against Velen.
Maybe we should be worried about Astrid.
Yeah, we should be really worried about Astrid.
We should absolutely be worried about Astrid, but we're also not going to do crimes against Velen.
Seems like they screwed up a lot of work that we did.
Well, Astrid did exactly what Valish wanted, so I don't know why he'd be mad at Astrid. Like,
I don't know.
It's more of let's pick up Astrid before she gets manipulated by a powerful wizard.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Doesn't he want to be speaker?
He does want to be speaker of Brinshander. That is correct. He is probably heading towards Brinshander to take speakership from her.
The speakership
or congratulate her on
time.
becoming, or congratulate her. He wants to be in power.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
This is all bad.
This is all very bad. I told her we were at Jarlmoot, and she said she knew what it was and thought it was boring, so.
Well, that's fine. More loot for us. Anyway, I just, sit back down.
Can I get the 5th level spell rot tattoo.
Yeah, if you want it.
Yeah, I'll unattune to my Wand of the War Mage.
So I'm pretty sure the spell rot tattoo will destroy the needle when you cast that spell.
Yeah.
That is correct.
I get 1 free 5th level spell at some point.
You don't need to attune to it, but if you
Oh.
want it prepared, you have to choose which spell you're casting into it as it's applied, and then you'll have that one spell free to use once.
Okay, so I don't have to attune to the tattoo?
Correct. It's basically a spell scroll,
Nice. That's really
but
good.
you have to pick the spell before you actually get to use it, and then you also have to cast the spell when you apply it.
Oh, then I've got another.
I want to
boat.
do Temporal Shunt.
Okay. So you'll have to cast that into the tattoo and apply it to yourself.
Cool. I do that.
Okay, I want a tattoo. I have no real reason, like there's no real use for this one, but the Illuminator's tattoo sounds really cool,
Oh, okay.
and I want
yeah.
one.
Go. I have 7, so
Yeah,
yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
I want to write with my fingers. Make
We
secret
all
messages.
don't we all write with our fingers?
That's
I
a good
nod.
point.
I've shown you how to use a pen, Boazu.
Right, with my fingers.
So the Illuminator's tattoo does require attunement.
I don't think I'm attuned
Also,
to anything.
just
Let me double check that.
letting you know.
Track. What's your AC right now?
17.
Okay, never mind. I will let us know whoever punches a lot. We have a thing called an Eldritch Claw tattoo, which gives you +1 to your unarmed strikes, and for like a bonus action for like a minute, you can make unarmed strikes like 15 feet out from you by like inky tendrils, and it's an extra D6 for each one.
Derek, I got a dip. Thank you for running. Bye, guys.
Later.
It's fascinating how all you small folk like your tattoos marking your skin. That's is it because you guys don't have natural markings like Goliaths? We always up in the mountains. We always say small folk are jealous, and that's why they get these tattoos on them.
Those aren't tattoos.
No, we're born with these. You would never get a tattoo in Goliath country, or it's like we say our fate is written in the tattoos on the day we're born, and marking them is like cheating fate.
Indeed.
For example, Silas, if you were a Goliath, there would she's gone. If Silas were a Goliath, there would be a Kingslayer line on his face, and everyone would know to keep him away from kings.
Has Silas killed the king?
Yeah, the dwarf one, the Durgar.
Oh, right.
Actually, I don't know if she killed it, but she stomped him.
So,
Can you even see my tattoo?
You
Given
get
that
to. Oh wait,
I'm covered
which
in
one is
fur.
it? Illuminator's tattoo. Each of these give like a specific appearance.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have any like open skin. It's all covered in fur.
We'll say it leaves a pattern on your fur. Wow.
okay, now that we've all had our free tattoo session.
Tattoo party, team bonding.
Yeah, buddy.
You all camp out there for a day. Hooray!
Yay.
Woo!
I'm at the Jarl Moot. I'm at the Feast of Moon. I'm at the combination Jarl Moot and Feast of Moon.
Oh yeah.
Jeff's just dancing. Him and his Jekko.
Nice. Do we know
Just a
anything about the
day.
holiday?
It's a feast of the moon.
We just chomp on some food.
Time to celebrate and honor the ancestors and the respected dead.
Yeah. And a lot of feasting.
I just chomp an extra day's
Good
ration.
time to spend with family.
I'll eat 2 days of ration.
Oh my god.
I think Jeff's gonna take a lot of the day to pray.
Good.
I'm gonna try to figure out if this elk eats.
Oh yeah, the giant elk disappeared.
Oh.
I think it's there for an hour and then it's gone. Or something like
alright. Got it. Okay.
that. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I didn't name it Gift. That was the other one I was thinking of. Can I try to look for
Hang
him?
on.
Is it in here?
There's spools of fuzzy objects inside.
All right, I'm gonna pull one out and hope for the best. What is it?
Yeah, roll the d8. Roll a d8 and I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's gray, right?
5. Yeah, gray bag.
A panther appears.
Whoa! Oh
Whoa.
no! Is it chill?
It is extremely chill. It looks uncomfortably cold.
Is it a black panther?
Aw.
It is.
I do Wakanda forever.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'm very confused. I'm not sure what the deal with this bag is, but I guess my elk is a panther now.
Pretty sick.
Person arrives.
Person arrived.
A person arrives. As you recognize Yiselm Bloodfang.
Oh no.
Oh, is it the dude that's hunting Velen?
Yes. The lady.
The former tiger tribe.
Yes.
Goes up and goes, "Oh my gosh, you guys are here."
Yeah, you put it on our map. We paid you for it.
We literally told you we were gonna be here.
I don't know. I didn't actually expect you to be here.
Yeah,
Are
we
you?
were looking for something interesting to do.
Man, have you guys run across Velen by chance?
No, not at all, actually.
Nope.
Or know roughly their location?
Haven't seen him.
You know,
I think they said they were going to Waterdeep, right?
No
yeah.
clue.
I think we were told the last time that we saw Velen, they were headed to either Aluskan or Waterdeep down the Sword Coast.
Probably both. I mean, while you're down there.
Well, as long as they're out of the Dale, that's all I care about.
Yeah, no. The last time
Oh,
we
why
talked
do
to
you
them, they
want?
were going.
Why do you want Velen out of the Dale?
Oh, they offended my god.
Oh,
I thought you said that you just wanted to
talk.
you just wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as they're gone, it doesn't matter if I lie to you anymore.
Yeah,
Which
they're
god?
not here.
Oh, you don't have to ask, Geoff. It's fine.
I don't mind talking about Oriel.
Your
I
god
shoot
is
daggers
Oriel?
at
My god is Oriel, the
Oh, really?
Frostmaiden. She walks among us,
Where is she?
around, anywhere there's snow.
So
man. Watch Oyam and Artek be are real.
Yeah, how does Oyam and
Yeah,
Artak
Oyam
feel
and
about
Artek is like hand on axe at the moment. Very tense.
Yep. I just go over there and put like an RM on Oyam and Artak. Be like, hold on.
The Frostmaiden has the Dale's best interests in mind
Why do you say that?
because this is where she lives. What are you gonna do? Trash your own home? Are you a trash your own home kind of person? Is that
isn't
what you
she?
do?
But the people are dying because it gets so cold.
Oh no, the people.
Unironically.
Yes, but unironically.
Aw, are they too cold?
Yes.
Darn.
Do you know where
Wow.
the rest of the
You
tiger
are
tribe
also
is?
people.
Yeah, I'm cool though.
Where's the rest of the tiger tribe, I ask?
I don't know.
Um,
I don't talk to them.
do you know where Oriel's fortress is so we can pay respects to her?
Yes, but you can do that literally anywhere.
Yes, but I'd like to give her gifts
Okay.
in person.
Oh, don't do that. No,
Why not?
you can leave an offering out in the snow and then walk away.
Seems kind of rude.
I mean, you're leaving it for her. It feeds her the creatures of her domain.
So you know where it is, right? Can you mark it on a map for us?
Maybe.
We can pay you again.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God, me?
I think Geoff.
Yeah.
I didn't say we could pay them, but okay.
Oh, okay. You were leading this talk, I think.
Oh God.
What?
I'll make you a deal.
Sure.
You deliver me Velen Harpel dead, and I will personally guarantee you an audience with the Frostmaiden.
An audience? No.
Yeah.
We just want to know where they are so we can pay respect.
I don't think that makes sense.
Why not? They're out in the sea of moving ice, right?
So you want to pay respects, but you don't want to leave an offering in the snow, and you don't want to meet them face to face.
No.
Well,
Would you want to meet your god face to face?
Wait, I
I would
definitely
love to.
I definitely want to meet her face to face. But yeah, you know what? We'll get right on that
Yeah. Yeah, do
How do
that.
how do we get access to you?
Huh?
How do I find you again?
That's a good question.
Do you have like a
You have a
setting
pager?
sending
I'll
stone or something?
I'll tell you what. You leave Velen Harpel dead in the snow alone to freeze over, and I will receive that information eventually.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Shady.
Is
25.
is
25?
this?
She seems confident.
Uh,
Can I
Are
insight
you
specific? Wait, I think you were about to ask it.
are you like I ask like very bluntly, like, are you an agent of the Frostmaiden?
Yeah.
Are
Interesting.
you are you the Frostmaiden?
No, I'm not the Frostmaiden.
Did I insight check that?
Yeah, you can insight check that.
Are you
Yes, critical. Critical 1.
Rip?
Boy, Zach,
I know.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to
boy.
give you.
I'm pretty sure we're talking to the Frostmaiden.
Nah. Trying to think of what to say here. Does it look like they have any maps or anything on them? Are they carrying like a bag? I know there are
Not a
guides.
lot on them.
No. Okay.
So what are you doing here?
I like to come and watch, see who shows up the full moon.
What exactly happens when it hits full moon here?
Uh, the giants show up,
Are they friendly?
kind of,
Are they looking for an offering of some sort?
in a way,
Is it blood?
maybe.
Hmm. What do they offer for the blood sacrifice?
They just want you to prove themselves, to prove yourself against their champion.
Oh, wait, do you know the champion?
I mean, yeah, I know the champion.
Huh. Interesting. Do you think we would fare well against them?
I don't know, but if all of you die, I get your stuff. So
Fair. I just kind of look at Oyam and Artak. Are they itching for a fight?
they are very calmly holding their weapon.
Big mood. I just kind of whisper to Oyam and Artak, what do you think we should do? Because
I am curious to find out what your Velen friends did to upset the Frostmaiden.
I don't think that they that is exactly what they said they did. I don't know,
Hey,
actually.
Ethan, what did Velen do to upset the Frostmaiden?
Oh, she, you'd walk into a god's house, kick down the door, make the weather your own.
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
that not going over well.
are you saying by
Yeah.
have no
changing
idea if
the
she ever
weather?
interacted with a real. That's wild that she would.
I mean, Iselm gestures around. You got this winter going on for a long time, and someone just walks in and is like, "No, that's not cool. Gods
So
don't like that."
by changing the weather, they kind of drew the ire of the Frostmaiden, I see.
Yeah.
Makes
Did
sense.
she do it on like a large scale or just like a small scale?
Jeff, we were there when she did it.
Yeah, she did it to help
This
us.
is I whispered to you. I whispered to you.
Ah, right.
I believe the radius was 5 miles.
Yeah, it's giant. We did the same thing, but I don't think you came after. I don't say this out loud, but I want to like whisper to Jeff. We did the same thing, but nothing really besides a couple of nothing really came to smite us for it or anything.
Huh, weird.
Yeah, so you're in the Frostmaiden's domain. So respect. I'm VIP here. What's up?
Can I inside check that?
Yeah.
I want to know if they're actually like 26.
They are not sure if they are VIP, but they are confident that they are an agent of Oriel.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, is it the day of the night of the?
No, that's tomorrow.
So next night after we sleep again.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess we could just chill here for now. Are you gonna be here the whole time we're here?
I haven't decided yet.
That's fair. Are you sure we can pay to mark Aurelia's domain on our map?
Oh, sure. How much you want to pay me?
How about double the last time? 100 gold.
Yes, give me 100 gold, and I will show you Oriel's domain.
Wait, no,
Oh.
Rule's fortress, not her domain. The domain is
Yeah, the
Dale.
fortress, rather.
Oh no, I won't do that.
Ah,
Can I try to persuade her,
To
flex on her a little, and tell her that I've got the blessing of the Frostmaiden? I've been blessed by the Frostmaiden.
Can you prove it?
If you hit me with something cold, it won't do much damage to me because I have her blessing.
Okay,
Do you have any sort of ice powers?
I do. Do you want me to blast you with cold right now?
Sure, if you need proof.
Okay.
only if you're willing to then provide us the fortress's location.
I don't know if that would make me do that.
I mean, wouldn't you want to provide it to someone who's been blessed so that I can go?
That does make sense.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to blast you with this.
I'm gonna like get out into a flexing pose.
Okay. They cast a spell to summon a whole bunch of cold. Make a
Bring it.
Constitution saving throw. Oh man, it's gonna be 16 at most.
Yep.
You take 16 cold damage. And they go, wow. You should have frozen and died.
I didn't.
Maybe you are blessed by the Frostmaiden.
I am blessed by the Frostmaiden.
Now
Yeah,
we're starting to
maybe.
question if you are.
I'm blessed by. I'm not. I know what you mean. I don't have that specific blessing. Okay,
What blessing do you
but
have?
I've met Lady Icekiss. All right.
Lady Ice
You-
Kiss.
Can you
Take
prove
that.
it?
No.
Wow, you just saw an act from your god, and you're trying to one up by telling a fabricated story? Wow.
Listen, I know what I know is what I know.
So then you should know that what you just saw was pretty divine.
Mel, I'll let you make a persuasion check.
Nice.
All right.
Daddy 20.
Yeah, if you get a
Daddy.
20 or higher, she will mark this on your map.
Oh, come
What?
on, please. If there was ever time to crit.
Hey, Mel,
Okay.
take my inspiration.
Ooh.
So inspiration is something that will give you advantage on a roll.
Oh,
Nice.
got it, because I was waiting until... Oh, shoot, my bad.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Darn, I didn't know that's how it worked.
I think I've said that near every time I've given out inspiration except this one.
Yeah,
Nice.
I messed up. That was on me.
All right. Well, I'm ready to just chill and
Well,
wait for this
here,
thing.
I'll respect you if you respect me. How about that?
You're on thin ice.
Talking to. Oh no! They turn into a bird and fly away.
Wait, did they actually?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. Well, okay, I guess they're going.
Wait, was that the
and-
same person that William Minartok and Nicole and Kerrigan ran into?
No.
Oh.
No. Kerrigan, you would recognize as not the same person.
Do they turn into an owl or a bird?
They just turn into like a falcon or something.
Okay, with Druid powers.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Well,
zip
yeah.
off.
Well, I'm good. Just chilling. I'm trying to perceive them at all times now, though, while we wait.
Okay, well, it's dark now.
I'm just saying if they come back or are watching us.
Minartok leans towards all of you. Do not trust any animal you encounter out in the dale.
Thumbs up.
All right.
We won't.
Especially if they can talk.
Don't have to tell me twice.
And you guys spend the rest of the day waiting for Jarlmoot.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll move it to the next day then. Everyone should be at full hit dice now.
Yep.
As we enter Nightall, the month.
Nice.
Is there any preparations anyone wants to do for the day?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
Ready to spaghetti.
Nice. I think we'll pick up here next time.
Yay!
Moments before the full moon. Well, I guess the morning of the full moon, but you know, who knows how
Nice.
the day will go.
Successful session. Thank you, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sick. We
Good one.
looted a dragon side horde avoided
Oh.
a racist robot. It's pretty sick. I'm so glad that we didn't see the robot again.
You guys
very
did
scared.
specifically avoid it.
Yeah, no. At least not now. Maybe later we'll come back, but that thing seemed terrifying.
Some out of scene developments with Valish, Astrid still in Bryn Shander.
Is it safe to assume that if anything went wrong, Astrid would sending us?
Who knows?
Uh-oh. Fair enough.
Probably fine.
We'll see when we get back. They'll be like, who's Astrid? We'll have to find out Joe's new character. Well, thanks again, Dick.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Derek.